thing here. 100% infield. Huge thing here. This is also on island. I mean, can you even see it 3D printed? Oh no, even play around. It's very nice. So we are in the lab. 40 millimeter tube. Whoa. Be mine. All our different materials. How do you guys like it? I think we are live. Hey everyone, can you hear me well? How's everyone? Is it my camera? Let me check. Much better. How is everyone? Can you hear me okay? Can you see me okay? I hope so. Let me connect this. Hey, Nawa Zombie, non-fam, how are you? Actually, I'm late because I was still in the room. I was working in the room, and then I was, usually I start and then I just come, I plug, and then it's fine. But I forgot. Oh, the sound seems a bit muffled. Okay, I think I know how to do. Give me a second. I think I know how to do. How about now? Is it better now? Yeah. So, and then I arrived to my office here, and I forgot that the TV was not there anymore because we moved it because my dad was here last week, so I moved it to the living room, and then I had to reset up everything. I cleaned all the spools, everything, so I had to redo everything. And actually, I found these from last time, so I was wondering maybe I can use them. Let me check. Maybe if I do something like this. No, maybe wait. Yeah, something like this. Let me see if it. No, maybe the other way around. If I do something like this. Let me finish my preparation. And then I do something like this. And then let me see. Let me see if it would work. And then theoretically, if I plug it, if it doesn't explode, because I did the connection myself, and yeah, maybe this, can you see? This connection is not a good idea. I connected the plus and minus and they touch each other. Wait, let me do my DIY tape protection. Ooh, that's not very safe. Okay, let's try. Anyway, worst case scenario, I don't have any electricity at home anymore, but let's try. Let me put this here. Let me not put it on my computer just in case it, it creates the small explosion, Okay, let's try. Okay, it's working. I think it's working. I'll just make sure not touch it too much. Okay, is that better? With and without, does that change anything? Oh, it's better. So, and then I need to move you here. Here. And there. Okay. It's a little bit too bright. But it should be better. Is it better now? Okay. Dusty Knuckle, how are you? Nawas, non-farm, Sebastian. If they touch, we'll know. Yeah, there is a small tape in between. so it should be fine, except if it slowly melt because of the and then if they touch, then yeah, it will just the top light is visible in the camera. Oh, is it? The top light is visible in the camera. What do you mean? Nothing should be visible, right? It's around. It's like a big TikTok light. 12 volts. I have no ideas. Let me check. Output 80 volt. 80 volt. 80 volts. 220 milliampere. DC 40 80 volt. That's the output. The input is 180 265. If that means anything. So how's everyone? It's been a long time. Touch it if it's apt. It's main. Yeah, I don't really want to touch it. Okay. Good. Yeah, it's been a long time. So what happened is my dad visited me last week, and so we went around China to visit. So basically, we have a family business on the island, mainly farming, and so we visited some farm in China to learn about the some new technology. If you're familiar with the hydroponic, so this is what we're using. So blah 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 blah. But anyway, so it was very hard to do the job plus all of the visit, and I really wanted to enjoy the time with my dad, because we don't see each other often, because we live at the opposite of the world. So anyway, that's the reason why I was not very, very active last week. But since yesterday, I dropped him at the airport on Monday evening. And since yesterday, I went back. So I caught up a little bit on all the giveaways. So all the giveaway, I caught up on everything. You should have received emails literally 1 hour before the stream. And then all the international you will receive a bit later. I caught up a little bit on some of our partners. We have a smooth process transition, and then there is another thing coming for the moderator on our Discord, which I will present just after this live stream on Discord. That's gonna also help a lot. So I'm really excited about all of this. But anyway, that's the reason why we didn't have any live stream for the last week and a half, I think. So it's really good to be back here. And I noticed there is a lot of I'm awesome, but for some reason this is not updating. So let me just do it again. And then obviously I forgot to put this. It's very strange. Like, when you stream, let me put this. Like when you stream every I stream twice a week, and just the fact that it's been like a week and a half, like 3 streams that I missed, and now yeah, so I should have done that before. Let me just yeah, this is very, very DIY. Can you see? Do I have a mirror or something? Yeah, if you would see the setup, it's very, very whoa. It's very DIY. I need to change that. I will change this after. I need to print like some holders, and then I will put it there. But anyway, so it's so strange. I have a strange feeling like going back on stream, just missing some. Then it feel I don't know. It feels strange being back on live stream. I don't know. For all of you that are streaming, I see we have Zombie, and then who else is? Oh, 3 Heaven. How are you? So yeah, it's just so strange. Okay, great, Zombie. Actually, I forgot to send you the invite. So let me send you the invite. Awesome. There you go. And then invite. Copy and then send to Zombie. So Zombie is going to help a little bit, bringing some some energy to the stream, because it's been a long time for me. So, okay. Yeah, I have so many. I have messages everywhere. I really need to catch up on everything. I actually hesitated to do the live stream because I have too much to catch up on. And I was thinking during the live stream I'm going to receive multiple message on, oh, I send you a DM, I send you a ticket, blah blah, and then I was afraid of this. But I was thinking, it's better go back to live stream sooner than later. So that's the reason why. And also, if you have noticed, I didn't send any notification, whether it's on Discord or on Twitter. So everyone that is here, then I don't know how you know that we were streaming, but I didn't send any notification. Like usually I post on Discord and on Twitter, but I wanted to have a very, very, very chill live stream today with Twitch notification. I thought Loyal told me that the Twitch notification was not super reliable, so I'm glad it's working. Steve Beard, how are you? Are you enjoying Steve Beard? I think Steve Beard. I think I have a message that I need to answer. Steve Beard. Let me check. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, the Galaxy. I think the issue is it's my fault. The issue is I ordered 5 shipment for 5 custom printer builders, including Zombie, Nero, Do It 3D, and Modbot. And the issue is it's my fault. The issue is I send everything in our shipment to the US. We have a weekly shipment, and when we have new product, then we send to the US. And the problem is I didn't leave anything to send to airship. I send everything to the shipment, so I have to wait for the next production to airship the Galaxy One. But the problem is some Galaxy has already arrived in the US warehouse, so that's why I quickly changed the process for especially for you, Steve. I directly send you the message that I sent last week. So that's the reason why. But I will try to update all of this week. But yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason. Really stupid from me, because I have an automatic system, and I rarely send the new product from China directly. I send it from the US as soon as they arrive. And in this time, all the orders, I moved them to China, but I still send everything via the shipment. So it's not the right time for me to make this type of mistake, because it adds even more workload on all of this. But that's the reason why. I think Zombie was asking the same question, so hopefully he heard that story as well. Thank you for being awesome, Darren. And by the way, I can check if that's working now. No, I don't know why. It's stuck at 4. You see, this is what I see. Let me show you. It's for some reason it's stuck at 4. You see? If any of you can type "I'm awesome," and I think for some reason it's stuck at 4, I think. Hey, Justin. Oh, you have merchandise? Really? That's cool. Let me check. So I guess what was this? Rocky Mountain Rap Festival.com. Let's go and check. Yeah, it's soon. It's very soon. Like what? 20 days? 21 days? Something like this. Get ticket, make a launch, event detail, merchandise, event detail menu, Facebook, Twitter, Eventbrite. Sorry, what did you say? where it says get your event shirt just below on the first page. Where it says get your event shirt just below on the first page. Oh, get your event shirt. Okay, sorry. There you go. Hey, Zombie, how are you?
Hello, how are you doing today?
Good. Oh, wait. Wait. The sound is coming from the wrong output. Let me check. Sound, MacBook. Okay, try again.
Hello, how are you doing? Is that good? Is
wait,
it needed?
Try again. Oh yeah. Now it's okay. Good. Sorry. I all my setup was completely changed, and I had to redo everything. Oh, that's so cool. Sorry. I was just checking this at the same time. Did you get your T-shirt already?
No, I still gotta order that.
So wait, what is the difference? Rocky Mountain Rip Rap Festival shirts. Rocky
So
Mountain
women's classic.
Oh,
I know
women's
Triblend. I don't know what that means. Classic versus Triblend.
Woman classic tee. What's a tee? Oh, T-shirt. Classic tee. Tree blend tee. What does that mean? Is that for?
Oh, Triblend. Is it Triblend?
Triblend.
Oh, okay. So it's just like a nicer shirt.
Triblend is
quality shirt.
Material. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's kind of something like I don't know, just like a nicer shirt.
Okay, and what's the difference between the woman and classic?
The arm sleeve, they're smaller.
Oh.
And it's a woman's fit.
Oh, okay. Oh, so evolved. Even for T-shirt, there's.
Oh, that's nothing. There's a lot of different styles.
Okay, cool. So yeah, how is everything, Zombie? It's been a long time.
Pretty good. Actually, did I start building my Voron before you streamed last?
No, you started a new Voron?
It's finished. It's done. I think in the time that you've gone, I've completely built my Voron 2.4.
Really?
It's enclosure, but yeah, so it's here. You probably won't be able to see it, but it's back here.
What was the color scheme? Green. What was that?
It's green with gray and dark gray.
Green, gray, and dark gray. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there pictures on the Discord? Because I cannot see it very well.
I can put pictures on Discord. I've been posting pictures throughout the whole process, and I have a whole stream series on YouTube.
So that means you did that in a week and a half, because I was gone for like 10 days maximum.
About 2 weeks, yeah. I think I might have the frame built on one of your streams, but let me take a picture. I have it in this temporary enclosure.
Triblend tee combines 50% polyester, 50% 25% cotton, 25% rayon, which makes them softer, breathable, and fancy. Woo! There is science everywhere. Thank you, Nightcore. I have no idea what is rayon, but I guess it's the type of something. Science, yeah, Justin. Science everywhere. Whatever we're talking about, we can go deep in science.
Probably something.
Have you printed anything yet on it?
Printed anything? Oh my god, I have so much stuff that I printed. I built it, and I immediately started printing. Like, I just haven't been stopped. It's been amazing.
It's so crazy. I mean, things are going so fast that if you're gone for like a week, you come back that everything's changed. Like, there's new printers there, and then new prints, new models.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Prusa XL is out now. I think they're doing an unboxing on MakerDeck in a couple of minutes.
So
we can take a look at that.
What's the what's the community response on that release? Are everyone super happy, or?
Well, it hasn't really been released yet. Krusty is going to be doing an unboxing on MakerDeck in a few. And I think he's like one of the first people to do a public stream or unboxing of it. So hopefully they're going to put that on YouTube after, so I can watch that back.
So you mean it was released, meaning now people can buy and receive it?
Yeah. Well, no. You would have had to been in the long queue of pre-orders. So these are people who ordered on essentially the first week that it was available. And this is only for the single tool version. This is not the multi-tool yet. They haven't released that.
Oh, you mean? Oh, so last week they started shipping all the pre-orders. That's what you're
Yes.
saying, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And some people have started receiving it, like the very first that pre-ordered.
Yep.
Oh,
So-
okay.
I put some pictures on the Discord of the build. I think it
On
came out really good. It's not done, but it's on the custom printers.
Custom printer.
I'm actually getting cut. Oh, so to what Steve said, yes, it's in an external enclosure because I don't have my panels yet. I'm getting custom panels for the back. What are they? Hydro dipped or something. They're gonna be nice, and then at the same time, I'll get the panels in.
The dark gray is so nice.
It is.
Whoa.
So
It's
remind me
like-
again, what color is the Galaxy? Is it dark gray?
Yeah, dark gray.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
this
so-
one in Galaxy.
Yeah, that's gonna look nice. So I'm gonna reprint as many of the functional parts as I can, and then do all the panel clips and stuff in that. So that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the filament so I could finish the skirts and the panel clips and all that stuff. That'll look nice.
And then, okay. So I thought there were more printed part on the Voron, but on this
Oh,
one,
There's a lot of printed parts. They're
Oh, really?
just, yeah. Like those motor pods, that's a fair bit. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's not like the whole thing is printed like that
Like
printer
the
over
roof.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still a lot to print. And I'm missing all the skirts. That's a lot of big prints. And all the panel clips. That's going to take a little while just to print off.
Nice. What are the thing here at the front?
So this is one of the only printers where the bed does not move. So the bed is fixed on two extrusions,
Oh.
and those are just corner brackets to hold it in place.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. You have the head is moving on XYZ?
Yes.
Oh, I've never noticed that.
Yes. This is the 2.4. So it's called a flying gantry printer, where the whole entire gantry goes up and down.
Oh, I thought only the Delta printer do the XYZ. I've never seen. I've never noticed
It's
that.
a little different, but the each one of the corners is belt driven with an individual motor. I'd have to show you, but unfortunately I got this printer in the way. I could share my webcam.
Sebastian, this is way better system because the weight of the print, if it's big, does not press the bed down.
Yeah, and not only that, but the print doesn't move at all. Like the print is stationary; it'll never move.
What printer is this? Voron 2.4. I don't know if there is different version of 2.4, but
It's kind of a bad view. It's actually the camera in mainsail, but can you see that at all?
yeah, we can. Wait, how do we?
Don't mind the filament spool. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
How come I never noticed that? And then you have. Do you have? So you have two linear rails at the back, and it's driven by the belt at the front, right? Two belt at the front.
and the back. So each corner has a belt.
Really? For the Z?
Mhm.
Are they synchronized or are they?
Yes. And actually, they're driven independently. So you have to do something called quad gantry leveling. So it's going to probe each corner, grab a measurement, and then adjust each axis to make it parallel.
That's so cool. How come? I thought 2.4 was the popular one, but I've never really.
Trident is the popular one, kind of like the printer I have in front of me, where it's a fixed gantry and a flying bed. So the bed goes up and down.
Jacob, each corner has a rail and belt.
Yeah.
So you can do an actual automatic bed leveling, right? Not
Yes,
software
that's
updated, like-
exactly what I just did. That's a pure physical bed leveling.
Yeah, 2.4 is very popular. Yeah, I thought so too, but I've never really noticed that it was this. I thought it was the bed going up and down, and the head
Yeah.
in
I really like the Trident, but man, is this a neat design. Like it's so cool to watch and just how it operates.
Yeah.
So
And everything is linear rail. I can see Z, X, and the Y. The Y is what? Oh, the Y is it also linear rails? I cannot see on the picture.
yeah, it's all linear rails. So the rails are actually on the bottom of the extrusions.
Okay. Oh, and then you have two belts. So the Y is driven by only one motor or
Four
four?
motors, one in each corner, and they're each individually controlled, and that's how you do the tramming.
The Y, not the Z.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's Core XY. So the
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I
so there's
see
two
the
motors in the back are A, B.
But does that mean? Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, so the motor it's a Core XY, but they will still move, but on the Z axis. But they won't affect the weight when moving on the XY.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So it's still let me think. So in terms of speed, it's even if it's moving on X, Z, and Y, it's still okay because the Z will move independently from the X and
And
Y.
not only that, but the Z-axis is 4 motors, and they're gear reduced, 5-to-1, something like that. So it's extremely powerful. I can lift the whole entire printer up by the gantry, and the motors will hold it in place.
Oh, so as they are all belted Z, that means if you shut down the printer, do you have that small thing that lock the motor, or it just
No, it's done mechanically. So I can turn off the motors, and I can manually move, the gantry up and down. And you see how each corner can move independently?
But how can it mechanically stay in place?
So, like, I get it out of tram or whatever. It's not level. It's clearly not. And then I can home it. It'll grab the clicky probe in the back. And then I do the quad gantry leveling, which probes each one of the corners. And then the software figures out how far it's off.
I mean,
adjust it.
What I don't understand is when you shut down the printer, why all the belts they don't drop down?
It's torquey. It's very. Yeah, there you go. It fixes itself. It's hard to explain, but there's so much. You're driving the belt with a small gear going into a big gear. So it's easy to drive the Z-axis with the motor, but it's very hard to back drive the motor. Think of it like your bicycle when you're in high gear. You have to really push hard to get it going. So it's in high gear.
Oh, okay. Understood. Yeah, that's so cool. That's an awesome new toy you have there.
It's been pretty good.
Cool. The motor resistance on the 5-to-1 reduction is enough resistance. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just, typically too, your printer has two motors for the belted Z. But and this one has 4. So 4, and they're all gear reduced. So it's kind of crazy.
Oh. Did you change your setup again?
Okay, I got a new camera, so I finally have a decent camera, and it can focus. I've not done this, but I printed off 3D Printy's
oh, cool.
mushroom container. This is kind of a cool print. So it's in the silk red and white. The white actually looks really nice, and then the green.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should have done a different color, but it's not bad.
I think silk, according to our new hex code, the silk white is the least white we have. I think
the least white.
Yeah.
Well, it's a silk.
Yeah.
we had plenty of discussions on yellow. I should pull my stack of yellows, but I got a few, and they're all different. They're very different.
How many printers have you built now? Like, yeah, how? Because I see behind you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then.
Oh, you built them
10.
also?
Well, built is a.
Like
We actually had this.
assemble.
We had this
build.
discussion, but they're all modded to some
Mm.
degree. I think the least modded one's the Kaiwu, but they're all pretty modded.
Awesome.
But I mainly built this one. This is kind of my special printer, the Simple Core. It keeps getting upgraded, and I just added a beacon probe to it. I thought that was kind of cool. One of the first ones to use that.
Probe is the magnetic something. I don't know how induction probe, things like this. What's special about the probe?
If I can get my printer to work.
3D print help. What is the benefit of every corner having a belt-driven Z? Seems over-engineered to me, but then who am I to say? Well, I guess you need at least 3, right? So over-engineer means there is one more, but I guess maybe more reliability, I guess.
It's the style of printer. It almost requires 4. I guess you could drive the middle back with a single belt or lead screw, but the design really calls for having each corner driven. It's designed off a bigger printer, so think of something that's really big, like the size of this room, which each corner is driven. I think that's how Ivan Miranda's his big printer works. No, is it? I don't know.
I don't know, but theoretically, you need at least 3 to level something, right?
Yes.
Because if the idea of having independent Z means, you can level automatically, like real level, right? Not software compensation. So you need at least 3, and maybe you add that extra one, maybe to make it sturdier or more reliable. Maybe that's. But the Trident, for example, if I remember well, only have 3, like the minimum required.
Yeah, Trident's like this, so it has the 1, 2, 3, and that's as much as you need. And in fact, it's a little bit better because it's not constrained as much. With the 4, they're actually kind of fighting against each other. And in this configuration, I'm using instead of just not rigid mounted, but firmly mounted, it has a little bearing that's able to swivel. So it's a spherical bearing on each one of the corners. So it has that much play.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe the fact that if you have a very big bed, then it's not really flat. So yeah, maybe having 4 allow you to warp the bed back in place, basically. So that's a good point. If you only have 3, then you cannot do that. If you only have 3, you can level something that is already flat. If you have 4, you can level something that is not flat because you can kind of force it in place.
I don't know if you want to force one of these beds, though. I don't.
Well,
it's more for getting the gantry, or the bed should not be warped. That's kind of the key, is that this bed should not be significantly warped.
Because if it's super rigid, then you don't need 4. Then I agree, it's over-engineered. If the bed is rigid.
Yeah.
Moving the whole gantry while that is moving just seems like something you don't have to do, I guess, is my real question. Moving the whole gantry while that is moving just seems something. Well, I think that's what I was talking about, right? I think the Z and the XY are moving independently. I don't think you do both at the same time, or at least rarely.
Well, you do, and that's actually one of the major benefits of the printer.
Right.
Well, yes, but Z-hop is commonly used on these printers, and because you have 4 motors driving the Z-axis, it's really easy to move the entire gantry up and down.
But Z-hop is not done at the same time as the head is moving, right? They're always moving.
Yes.
The only time XY is moving at the same time as Z is base mode, right?
It'll definitely move up and down as it moves. That's actually one of the
For the
major
Z-Hop?
points. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
okay.
different types of Z-Hop. Bamboo uses the spiral lift. I think that it like spirals it as it moves it up, or something.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But at least that's not what I mean, it moves very fast. I don't stare at it, but it doesn't move up and then over and down. It kind of moves up and then starts to move over and then move down, I think. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, for me, it's moving up, then moving to the next island, and then moving down. But if it move at the same time, then you move diagonal, right? If it moves
Yeah.
Z and X, Y at the same time. But I didn't know it was doing that. Really cold, but I see the point for big printers. Well, I mean, the V2.4, how big is that? Like 250 by 250? What's the?
I have a 300 bed on mine.
Yeah,
In
300
comparison, this is
3D print.
350 right here.
Oh, 350. 3D print help. This is 350. So I don't know how you define big printer, but 350 for me is a big printer, I think.
This is pretty big. I don't think I'd ever print anything really that big, or at least use the whole volume of the printer. Like this thing can go all the way down to here, and that's a pretty big print. Like that's the point where you probably have to swap out a spool or use a 3 kg.
Flying entry makes more sense on like 1 meter printer.
Yep.
Yeah, I
And
mean
that's what the design was based off of, a bigger printer, and they kind of scaled it down.
you can you guys can go and check out Miranda's printers. All of his printers, he always have challenges because he's doing things big, and it's always interesting how he solved all of that. So you can check out his channel to see what challenges big printers encountered and how it's being solved. Oh, you printed it.
Yeah.
Did you have your big stream yet or not yet?
Yeah, that was last Saturday.
How was it?
It was fun. We played Plinko. We had all kinds of people there. Like the board actually worked most of the time. So that was fun.
Wait, but is that upside down?
No, it drops in the. Jeez, do I still have my?
Why do you have multiple entries and multiple output? Yeah, okay, but why you have multiple entries? People can choose.
Yeah, so someone would select a number and then it would drop down.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna keep this around as a novelty because it took me a whole week to print. So I designed it like the Saturday before and then printed it the whole week and did the final assembly like at 4 a.m. that same day.
Oh, that's so cool. And did someone got some of the extremes? Did you design it so that the extreme is always left?
Yeah,
left,
I put like the big cards, and we actually gave away a Rook 3D printer. That was fun. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was
there
from West 3D. So Chewy won that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we're currently designing it.
Yeah, actually, I just processed all the giveaway winners from the last week and a half, and I think
I have a few for you. I think we gave away like 11 spools.
Yeah, I saw Chewy's name I think 3 times when I processed this.
Not rigged.
That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I agree, Darren. I think that's cool. You guys should check Zombies channel and Modbot channels for some very creative way of doing giveaways. There is always some fun.
Mildly inspired by that, just like a little bit, because it's fun. it's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I agree. Oh, it's falling down. Oh, so you are electrical engineer. Let me check again. DC.
Don't look at my wiring. Don't look at the wiring.
80 volt. Is DC 80 volt and 220 milliampere? Is that dangerous?
Anything over 32 volts can kill you.
Oh. Okay.
Just don't lick it. Just don't lick it. It's very rare, and I think those have, well, it doesn't take much current to kill you either, but
anything above 30 volts?
Like 30 to 40 volts. That's the threshold of being able to penetrate your skin. But then you have to have a current path through your body. So you have to like touch something metal, then touch something live, and it has to travel through you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then
But
yeah.
it doesn't take much current to kill you. It takes very, very little current. But you have to overcome the resistance of your skin.
And so how about the ampere? How about the intensity?
I think it takes around 10 milliamps. Very much damages you, and anything over that can have a high chance of killing you if it crosses your heart.
Whoa. Okay.
In fact, my job is I do a lot of. I'm a grounding engineer / substation designer. So a large part of it is simulation of ground faults. So if I was standing here and I touched this structure, would I die during a fault? And it has to be under a certain threshold.
Whoa. Okay. Death is possible. 1 to 4.3 rhythmic pumping action of the heart series. Oh, okay. Do it. Let's test it. No, thank you. I'm not gonna test that. It depends on the amps too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that where "Cross My Heart, Hope to Die" comes from? What's that? Is that a song?
Maybe.
Cross my
it's
heart.
Like a saying. Maybe. I don't know. I never thought about that way.
Cross my heart, hope to die. Okay. By the way, Dude, how is all your build coming along? Are you working on some new printers? I've seen one of your short on YouTube. You are doing a rack rig, I think, or redoing a rack rig, if I remember well. AC
yes.
and C also act differently. Yeah, I think that's why I was reading. Input AC 265 and output is DC 80. So yeah. Printed video. I sent you an interesting video on Discord. Interesting video on Discord. Okay.
Oh geez. Interesting video means a 2-hour tangent.
Printed vision. Do you have the same name on Discord? Did you send it on? Did you DM it to me, or did you just? Oh, you DM it to me. Is there something?
Oh, a quick video. You know how long it took us to watch a 20-minute video the other day?
How avocado waste is turned into plastic? Okay, I will check that. This is how avocado waste is turned into. Oh, I guess I can share it because it's on Instagram. This is how avocado waste is turned into biodegradable plastic. Okay. I mean, to be honest, with the right, I mean, anything, pretty much anything organic can be turned into some type of polymers. But it's just some of them are make sense economically, and some of them doesn't, right? But okay, that's interesting. Because all the PLA you guys are printed is basically all the corn waste or any other plant waste, and then they just process it in some ways. So at the end of the day, yeah, pretty much everything.
Awesome.
ASA Army Brown. I keep trying to eat it. Looks like milk chocolate. Yeah, what was that? The Earth Brown, I think, and I think the most chocolate one is the Earth Brown, I think.
So this is still the best.
Brown. Yeah, and this is someone has printed.
I gotta print some chocolate stuff in here.
On Twitter, I've seen a rabbit, a chocolate rabbit, and it literally looks like chocolate because it's like half eaten. The model is half eaten.
Yeah. And Ellie actually printed that on the chocolate printer. It's like a chocolate.
Really?
Yeah.
Rubber PLA, like curse filament.
Presty is actually streaming. I think one of the first Prusa XL unboxings right now on Twitter or YouTube or YouTube, Twitch. I shouted him out.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, that looks nice. We've actually had a glimpse of. Oh, you are following him. We've had a glimpse of it on MakerDeck. We had the beta version printed. Ads. You don't Twitch Turbo? Twitch
I don't know
Twitch Turbo.
I
Twitch
don't know what's
Turbo.
Twitch Turbo. Is that the equivalent of Discord Nitro?
It's the equivalent of YouTube Premium, where you don't get ads.
Oh,
Like
I
a gift.
use some different ways to not have ad on YouTube.
It's a better
okay.
way.
Yeah. Let's wait 1 second left.
There you go.
Whoa. Okay. Oh, it's huge.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's 360. So this printer right here is 350, and that's 360.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's not very nice to use my channel to use the content of. So let me just.
I already gave him a shout out, but drop that on the YouTube.
There we go. Okay, for the YouTube people, here's the link. If you want to go and check out the Prusa XL, then Krusty is presenting it right now.
I think that's going to be big. I really do. I mean, it is big, but
Really,
it's going to be really big.
So there is 2 linear rails for the Z and driven by lead screw, and then 2 linear rail for the Y driven by belts, and 1 linear rail for the X driven by, I don't know, I cannot see, I guess belt also.
Yeah, it looks like lead screw Z, and then it's a Core XY.
Oh, it's a core. Oh, yeah, it's a Core XY. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And do we? Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the community response on this printer. Like, are they
Really?
too late? Is
late?
this technology?
This is the first printer like this. There's no other printers that's like this.
Well, that's what I want to hear. That's why I'm looking forward to the community response, because see, my main thing is I want to see, are people going to say this printer is already older than the standard that we have now, or is this printer a new innovation? Blah, 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 blah. So I want to see how people will respond to that, because at the end of the day, the mainstream don't really care about the tech behind it. They care about the result. What you get out of it. Do I get my print fast and high quality? They don't care if there is some innovation behind that does this, blah, blah, blah. Because you cannot say to a mainstream, they are going to say, yeah, it's not very fast and my print quality is not very good. You cannot respond, yeah, but look at the printer. It's so innovative. You cannot say that, right?
I'll tell you, the print quality on here, it's very much going to be, or should be, on par with a lot of the Core XY printers that are currently on the market. Now, given this is a bigger printer, so it's not going to be as fast or as, I'm not going to say as rigid, but how to explain it? It's bigger, so it just can't physically move as fast. So like this printer is going to move a lot slower than that printer, just because the belt path is a lot smaller.
How so? Sorry, Darren. We just got a point, so I don't know how so for which one. Had one on order but cancel, not enough value for the money. Well,
so that's the question.
The thing is, we don't really know, because nobody has really. That's why I'm looking forward to the community response, because now there is people that actually bought it and receive it. So you will start to have an actual review, right? Because they put the money there. So if it doesn't worth the money, then they will let people know for sure. So that's what I'm looking for. Or if they are really happy to spend, how much was that already? 2K or 3K, something like this. So we'll know.
Well, it's a Prusa printer. It's really big. A lot of complaints from Prusa, or from people wanting a Prusa printer, is that it's just too small. The MK3 is a small printer in the grand scheme of things. You can only print stuff so big.
Yeah.
So now they have a bigger printer. Some people are buying just a single tool head just to get a bigger size Prusa.
Mm.
And it's, again, one of the only printers kind of in this class, kind of how the Bamboo is one of the only out-of-the-box printers that does MMU as well as it does. But
Oh yeah, because this one cannot do MMU because it's supposed to come with multiple head later on,
yes,
right?
this one won't. I don't know if you can upgrade them. I don't know about that, but what's really going to shine is when they start shipping the 2 and then 5 tool changers, at least 2. I don't see a lot of people buying this with the single head configuration. It's all going to be in the 2 head because you can do multicolor, you can do a support material.
Mm.
It's a tool changer, so you're not wasting. People are going to buy this with 5 tool heads just so they don't get the same waste as they do on a Bamboo. You can upgrade.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I still would like to see some study around this waste. Like, how does that really? How, like, for example, is there? I don't know if we answered that last time, but is there more waste on the Prusa system or on the Bamboo system, for example, if you print
Well,
the same thing?
Yeah, this is a tool changer, so you don't have to purge.
I mean, sorry, not the tool changer, but people were complaining about this before the tool changer. But nobody, I have heard some complain about the Prusa MMU waste, but not as much as the Bamboo. Does that mean the Bamboo waste is way more than the Prusa MMU, or is the Bamboo marketing hit was bigger, so that's why we heard more about that waste issue?
I don't think the Bamboo necessarily. You can tune it so it doesn't waste that much, but you still have to purge the amount of filament in the tool head. So it snips right above, so you have to have all that purge. If you're just using a little bit of filament, let's say you're doing a model that's 16 colors and only a smidge gets printed, you still have to waste all of that plus purge and prime additional amount. So you can take a model that is, 100 grams and turn it into like 500 grams of waste or more just because of all the purging.
Bamboo over purge to be on the safe side. Yeah, but I understand that you can change that manually. Oh, by the way, did you guys see Sean's new video about the 16 colors? 3D print gen.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Did I share that on? Maybe I shared. Let me show you. This. He printed a 16 color Polymaker Scientist. It was pretty cool. Let me show you. There you go. It's I think it's his last video. Oh, there you go. 16 colors.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Didn't he? I think he had a failure on one of them.
Yeah. The first time was failure because apparently on the Bamboo you have like a kind of a flapper or something, and sometimes it gets stuck and it doesn't remove the filament properly, and then it accumulates, and that creates problem. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and I like the fact that he summarized all the different technology available at the beginning, because that was one of our stream was which technology will be the future of multicolor printing. And at the moment, if let's say the Prusa excels, if the Prusa excels, like you get what I mean, then we will have 2 different technology.
Wow.
We'll have the let's call it MMU on one side, the Bamboo MMU, and the tool changer on the other side, and then we'll start to have 2 technology that really stands out. But if the Excel doesn't work, then the MMU will take over this multicolor printing market, because we used to have so this one, the CMYK printing, that is basically inkjet on top of the print, which was pretty nice. I think it was very innovative. It was really nice. You can really get some nice colors, but the only issue is there was fade out colors. It wasn't really bright colors. But it was a really, really good innovation towards this, because you can have like as many colors as you want, right? So the pros you can have millions of colors on your print. You're not limited. You can even do gradient. You can do everything. The downside is the colors are not very bright. Then you had the CMYK color printing, where you have actual materials that are mixing together to create the actual color. So the pros is that you have a very well, not bright color, but you have very consistent colors. But the problem is the K, I think, was, well, in this case is white. The key is white in this case. So depending on, you should have theoretically CMY K1 and K2. You should have two key, black and white, and then you can really do something. But so the downside is you have very dark colors. So except if you're very close to one of the CMYK. And then the last one was dual nozzle or dual
IDEX or.
So anyway, and then finally, you have the palette also, the splicing system. So all of these, the only issue is you only have access to as many color as you input in the system. So the Bambu goes to 16 maximum, the palette to 8 maximum, except if you put a lot of palettes in a row. And the tool changer is the same. You are limited to what color you use or what material you use. So I really wish we would arrive, because in both technology, they both have something that the other one doesn't. The CMYK one has the possibility of having any colors you want, but the problem is the colors are not really good. On the other side, the colors are really nice, really broad, very, very true colors. But the problem is you don't have access to all the colors. You are very, very limited in terms of colors. So yeah, that's I don't know if there is any technology in between that have access to millions of colors and all the colors are really true colors. I have a few more parts left to print on the Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feed ×9. What does time? Oh, you have 9 inputs
for the. So that's the Enraged Carrot Feeder that I've shown off, but 9. You can do them in. I think they come in increments of 3. So I have 6. You can do 9, 12. Those are common.
Oh, cool. Okay.
There's actually another tool changer or MMU coming out from Annex Engineering. That's going to be pretty cool.
Oh, so I didn't know that.
Take a look at that later once it's out of beta.
Can use a tool changer with a palette on one of the tool. Yeah, I mean you can multiply, right? Like you can put MMU after MMU or something like this, but you will never reach millions of colors that CMYK can bring you. So we still like a 2D printer, they have as many colors as you want. They can even do gradient, blah blah blah, and it's pretty reliable and the colors are pretty good. But we don't have that on the 3D printer. And I don't know if we will ever have this, right? I mean, injection molding, they just gave up on color, right? They just do
what is it? I don't know what it necessarily is, but Grant from 3D Musketeers does full color sandstone, whatever the heck that is. It's like some other fancy way of printing that's not FDM. It's a different technology.
Oh, okay. Well, there is the PolyJet that is able to 3D print pretty much anything with any color.
Maybe that's what that is, but I don't know anything about that. That's like well beyond consumer level.
I just unboxed 2 giveaway spool which arrived on Tuesday. Got Polytera Marble Gray, Slate Gray, and Candy. Oh, great! Sebastian, I don't know how many spools. But last time I filtered my Excel with your name, and like it was more than one screen page. So you're very, very active in many different prints, many different streams. Sorry. Do it 3D. The Bambu AMS is also very convenient for simply changing out filament colors. There's manually loading and unloading. Fill your AMS with your colors, then just select which one you want to print with. Yeah, but
that's really nice. That's one of the main reasons why I like how the AMS works, is that it's all automated.
But I thought any MMU would do the same, no?
Nope.
Like
you still have to you'll still have to feed the filament in manually, but this takes the filament, each individual spool, and feeds it in. And then
But
it
what
also retracts it and winds back the... So
what's
a
the
typical
difference?
MMU, you feed into like a buffer, and it doesn't do anything, it just sits there. And then the extruder will then move over and extrude that individual thing. But you still have to manually load it up to that buffer point, right? But the AMS has an individual extruder on each spool that feeds in. So you have to worry about having the...
But wait. Let's say the Prusa MMU. You take each spool, you feed each spool, and then you're done, right? And then the AMS, you take the AMS, you feed each spool in the AMS, then you're done.
Yes,
what's
but in
the
order to feed it, you have to feed it all the way through the Bowden tube manually. So you have to go like this and this and this and this. It's kind of like loading a long reverse Bowden. But then when it hits the end, you kind of have to make sure that the filament stays there. You know, you have to push it all the way and make sure it's at the end too. You can feed it, think it's there, but then it actually isn't, and it won't grab it. But the AMS, it takes it right from the beginning of the Bowden tube. You feed it, and it grabs it, kind of like loading a direct drive printer. You just stick it in, and it's able to grab the filament. And that's it, it's done.
Yeah,
So it's very easy to, you take a spool, you put it in, you stick the filament in, and you hit load, and it grabs it. And unload it, you just take it out. Versus having to push it manually through an entire Bowden tube. That gets kind of tiring if you have to do a lot of filament changes.
Okay. Yeah, sounds minor in my opinion. I mean, if it's, yeah, you have your spool behind your Prusa, and then, yeah, I don't know. I guess
if you're doing this all day, you're doing a lot of prints, it adds up. I mean, I'm at the point where I'll print with something loaded in my printer because the color is loaded and I don't want to change it. Like, you have to heat up the printer, you have to go through this process, and just like these little things, after so long, they just get annoying. But yeah, it's not that hard, it's just, it takes extra time.
Yeah, but that's this extra time. I mean, from what I picture, it takes like extra second, not like, but
You
I mean,
can go from loading a spool in like a minute versus seconds of intervention.
Because the AMS, you still have to, you know, you put it in the AMS, you feed it, you go on your printer, and then you say what you have feed, blah blah blah, and then you go back, and then you put, and then I don't know, maybe there will most likely, or maybe there is already some comparison video between Prusa MMU and Bamboo AMS. Maybe they have.
That probably is.
Right on the.
You also have to
MMU.
worry about unwinding. That's a huge issue of containing the filament as it unwinds. With these regular systems, you have to usually put it through a buffer or something. And that's another step of loading, is having to put it into a buffer system or dealing with some type of buffer. So it's like another step of loading that you can't just like stick in the filament and go. You have to put it through the entire Bowden chain going to the tool head, making sure, not tool head, but the MMU, and then making sure it's seated correctly.
Harley, MMU one extruder, the other has more extruders. Yes, the AMS has one extruder per spool, basically. And the MMU has one extruder for all of them. Yes, the Bamboo AMS has a feeder for each spool in the AMS, yes. Michael V, yes, the tool changer is a better technical solution, but the baffling lack on an enclosure greatly limits the XL usefulness. For pro shops, speed is a cost equally important to consumable. It's true that I'm surprised that the XL is not enclosed, but I'm pretty sure you can buy.
I think there's some type of enclosure. Let me.
Yeah, maybe it's like an add-on. I'm sure there will be some add-on for the XL where you can enclose it. So.
What was I told?
But yeah, it would be interesting to understand why they took the decision to not enclose it stock, like doors or something like this.
I think a lot of their customers don't print ABS because they, you know, think of Prusa Mark IIIs. It's all PTG. Not a lot of people are taking it and then immediately enclosing it. It's kind of an afterthought.
Hmm.
So a lot of people are printing PLA and PETG.
There's no enclosure. I repeatedly asked Prusa support before canceling my Excel. Okay, well,
No
I guess
enclosure.
you were not in their customer target, I guess.
I thought there was a top hat or something you can add on to it,
Maybe.
because
The
it
first
is more of an engineering printer. Is there no enclosure that you can get?
first Excel they showed has a retractable baffle type of enclosure that you pulled up to create the enclosed changer. Did they abandon that? I kind of also remember some type of thing like this, but in Krusty's stream, it's not there. So maybe it will come with the other version. Maybe it's like a option. Carbon.
Because they have that thing in the front with like the what do you call it? The baffle system. I've seen that, right? That's definitely still a thing, where like the front has a baffle that goes on. I saw it at the trade shows, but this has been this printer's been out for a long time now, and yeah, we're just starting to see, like, we had the first unboxing now. How many years has it been?
I don't know, but 2 years at least.
Yeah.
I think that accordion thing is coming later. Yeah, that might be the thing. They may have released something. Maybe better for them to release something that kind of an MVP already that is working great, and later they will add all the stuff that they marketed in the past. The baffle was paper thin folding. It was designed to keep hand out, not to hold the
okay.
heat. Oh,
Maybe
there
that's
was-
what I was seeing. But interesting.
there
Well, I mean,
was-
I'm
no.
sure there's going to be some way that people are going to put a front on it and then put a top hat on it. It's not that hard.
Been a while, and they have been slow to the show. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it's been a while that they announced the printer itself. But the good thing is, now, I mean, they feel confident enough to release it now. So, which means,
Well,
because they know.
they were limited on supply. It was a supply chain issue. Like, same thing as Raspberry Pi. They want to sell them, but they can't physically build them. So that's an issue.
Oh, by
And of
the
course,
way,
the design was changed.
the pre-order, I guess you didn't have to pay, right? They didn't, store people's money for that many.
For which printer?
For the Excel?
$100, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pretty sure it was 100. Just to make sure that, people weren't just... $100 is enough to where you have to be serious about buying this printer, and not just... Because I can sign up for any printer that I want and just say, hey, I want to buy this, and then not end up paying for it. So because of how expensive this was and how limited the release is going to be at the beginning, they wanted to make sure there's a little bit of buffer. So I think it was $100. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did not pre-order one of these. I'd love one of these as like a 5 tool changer. Man, could you imagine? You could do different materials with support filament, and like, wow, this is going to be really good for customers to experiment with different designs. Kind of like we saw a massive increase in multicolor models just because the Bamboo released, right?
The Excel deposit was $199. Okay, got it.
$199.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I guess
That's
it's good enough to drive people away if they're not serious. So okay, got it.
Yeah.
Just like the P1P, you can download and print an enclosure for it now and use the same door and lid as the X1 Carbon. Oh, really? On the Excel? Oh, no, from the X1 Carbon to the P1P. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and they sell panel kits and stuff.
Okay, so one thing I want you to do, because it's been 1 week and a half, and the amount of new product we release, right? And actually, a lot happened in 1 week and a half. Oh, nice. Is that how do you call that? Prisma, crystal prisma?
Oh, I don't know. I saw it on printables. It's actually kind of sharp and kind of hurts if you step on it. Not step on it, but touch it.
Yeah, don't leave that on the floor.
The Galaxy is printing nice. I'm already using it. I'm actually almost done a spool already.
Oh, by the way, did you hear my story just before?
Yes, you accidentally shipped all the filament to the US.
Yeah. So most likely you guys will be able to buy it before you receive the one I
I
can
had
ship.
to buy a spool from Amazon because I needed it for the Death Racer. Like I need to build this thing, and if I don't build it now, I'm not gonna have enough time to get it done.
That's actually what I want to do now. Is there is a lot of things that has been released. Well, a lot, I guess. But so let me check. Let me close this. Sorry, I didn't prepare my screen, so I need to close all these super confidential project first.
Mm.
Let me do this. Let me close this. And then let's review all the new stuff that has been released since last time, basically. We're gonna go there. Let me close this, and this. And let me close all of this. Okay, we should be good. All of this should be good. So let's start to share. So we're gonna have to check that on Amazon because I haven't got time to put everything on the website, but I will do that today. I think today or tomorrow. New stuff, Nordic Score. I think so. I mean, even to be honest, we release so much stuff that even me, I have to go on Amazon to discover what's new, because we have shipment every day.
How do we see this color?
Oh, is that the peridot green? Nice. This is my personal favorite because it's very close to the sparkle dark green. So I really like it.
I see.
The free even, you're back at the right time because we're gonna go and check what's new. So let's go listing by listing. Hopefully it's not out of stock already, but let's go. I think in the Polyterra we have a few new stuff. Number one is this one. So this one is, what is this? Oh, we already started receiving. Woo! We started receiving the dual matte color. So this is dual teal and yellow. So we don't have print yet. I mean, it's very, very new. So it's teal and yellow, and it's a dual matte.
Yeah.
Hey, Max BPS, you also arrive at the right time.
I am dying for dual colors that are not silk. Silk looks great, but it's very specific, and not all models I want to print in silk.
Yeah.
So
there you go. This is the very first one, and I also remember that it was the first one that was produced. The other one will arrive a few weeks after. So if this one arrived this week, then you need to wait 2 or 3 additional weeks to receive the rest. And believe me, we have a couple of them that are coming. And all of this, you will see it on the website, but was named by our awesome squad. The name, the fancy name is usually not on Amazon, so I don't think we're going to see it here. But you will see the fancy, Chameleon. Yeah, it is here. So you will see all the names that we have chosen on the on our website, and you can give your feedback on that. Okay, so that's one of the new things.
Oh, the names.
Product dual matte PLA. Hey, Mr. Medic, how are you? We need to catch up on the different project. And we now have Polyterra PLA lime green, which is the closest color we have to yellow.
Wait, just now? Oh, Polyterra.
Yeah, this is new. It's a
That's
matte.
Not closest you have to yellow. It's not. No.
Almost yellow. Yeah, exactly, my TV. Exactly. That's yellow. So,
My headache.
yeah. So now we have a matte lime green. Matte lime green. So again, we have a new product, dual Polyterra and lime green. And I believe
You did.
Of course, you may have seen the Easter pack. So the Easter pack is actually on the website, so I can go on the website.
I don't. You never responded to my message, so I ended up just ordering one.
Because I put it because Easter is very soon. So yeah, actually it's on our banner. So did you get to try this one yet or no?
I messaged you to ask if you were sending it before I ordered it. But
Oh,
I ended
yeah.
up just ordering it the other day, and it should be here this week.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But I really like the colors. I think it's going to be good for some models. It's a theme, right? I like stuff with filament that is not just one color, it has a little bit of extra something to it. Because if I'm going to print something that's huge, like, the Death Racer, I want it to have a little bit of extra flair. It's a little bit. Personally, I like the look.
This range deserve good photos. The dual, you mean? Medic has dual Polytera fast track, I hope. Not yet, because we only have one. And once we receive all the series, then I will send it to Medic, because it's easier for Medic to take, series of picture instead of one picture one day, and then I send 1 week after, then 2 picture, and then 3 days after. So I will just send him the whole stuff. So I just came back from my last week disconnection, and I will just gather all the new stuff that arrived and send to Medic, because we have a lot. I think we have some new metallic that are now available. I think I was in the taxi, and I think I was checking Discord, and I think there were some discussion about colors again. I think it was our metallic red, if I remember well. There were some.
We're talking about the red. We're talking about it.
So yeah, obviously, when new colors come out, then we have all of these debates around colors. So we're gonna talk about this. I tried to follow as much as I could on Discord. But anyway, so that's another new stuff. Easter pack. So again, a lot of people are not realizing this, but these are marbles. And that's the thing that I need to highlight a little bit more. I didn't put it in the marble page, but I think I will. I will put it in both the Polytera page and the marble page, because then it can drive people to understand a little bit more it's marble. Because a lot of people just think it's just some new colors, but no, these are really exclusive colors, like any of our pack, right? We always want to have exclusive colors that you will never have even in the future. So
how much different is that blue versus the current blue?
The ice?
Like that? No, the marble.
It's our Polytera. It should be very close to our Polytera ice, and yellow very close to the banana. And this is new.
The spool.
This is ice, right?
Oh, I think ice. No, this is the blue. They call it slate gray marble. It's the blue marble. I think this is a little bit brighter. Yeah, this is more of a blue, and this is like a blue green, and that's more of a blue. Okay, I see it now. But I like this one quite a bit too.
You can also compare once you will receive them.
That's true. Yeah.
But the very, very new one is the pastel purple, because we have a pastel blue, a pastel yellow already, but these are the marble version. But the pastel purple, we don't have it at all, and this is and it comes in the marble version. So anyway, you can get them from here. And again, if you want the Easter pack, please don't buy it from Amazon. It's more expensive. All the special edition are more expensive on Amazon because of the commission. So just get it from the website. I mean, it's pretty much the same shipping time. So I highly recommend to save. I think you're gonna save more than $10 if you buy it from our website. The same as Draft PLA. I think it's 74 something on Amazon, and it's only $64.99 on our website. So just a quick tip before too many people buy from Amazon and then they realize it's cheaper on the website.
Spoiler alert, they use the same shipping service, so you get in the same amount of time.
Yes, exactly. And I've seen on Discord, I think, that let me see. I think someone received it, and this one, Bertuccio. He already collected. He has the Christmas pack, the Easter pack, and the next one is going to be our Halloween pack. So, and by the way,
I need to order another Christmas edition one because I like that green a lot. So I might get it just for the green.
Yeah, and if you want, it's not too late. We still have, I think, 200 something. Yeah, so it's a little bit slow, but we still have the Christmas pack here. So I put it at the end now. So we still have 245. We still have 245 units of the Christmas pack if you want to go back to collect. So we have the outer box is designed in a certain way. They all come in a cube box with a certain design, and they all come in 3 with exclusive colors. So you won't see these colors after Easter. Then it's finished. You won't see these colors anymore. And the same for the Christmas pack. These colors we have not released them on the PLA thing. So that's why it's still
like
there.
the red too, like the red and the green. They're both really nice, unique colors.
Yeah,
it's hard to explain, but they're good.
Easter pack is not available in Canada. Maybe you can release a Canadian exclusive for Canada Day in July to make it up for make it up to us. Well, I would have to make it up to a lot of country then. I would have to release like 200 special edition for the country
edition.
Red and white rainbow perhaps. But the good news is Canada is next on the list to receive the special edition. So I'm still working with the current creator, Sean and Loyal, to get their spool to Canada. And the Halloween pack will also be released in Canada. So Canada is next on the list just because we have released Shopify Canada, so it's easier for us. The 3 Heaven, what's Canada? I don't know. You know the 52nd state on the... I say this because yesterday I watched the Disney Robinson family or something like this, and they go in the future, and then in the future Canada it's a state of the United States, so that's why I say this.
That's all right. Ouch, Ginger.
I know I just want to give you a hard time about it, blah, blah, blah. I have an idea for a special event later this year. Maybe I can bring it up to you in email, special product collab between Australia and US. Okay, yeah. What's the relationship between Americans and Australians? Do they have...
the Australians are upside down and we're right side up. So that's
okay.
the main difference.
That's the relationship.
Everything, actually I'm not going to say it, but everything in Australia wants to kill you. That's kind of the thing.
Oh, yeah. Like all their strange venomous animal.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, actually.
Okay, so I think for the Polyterra, that's all what's new. We have a dual matte, we have a lime green, and we have the Easter pack. Okay, let's go back. What else is new? PLA Pro. I think PLA Pro, we have a couple of things new. Let me check. Or maybe just the metallic. I would have to check.
Just metallic. Is the blue-green back in... How much inventory is there, blue-green?
We haven't... Because I know we have 2 products arriving for PLA Pro, but they haven't arrived yet. So let me check. Something related to white and another thing related to another color. Okay, so it's not that. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but we have a huge amount of new spools in bigger size that arrived. So now we have 5 kg black, gray, and white. 5 kg black, gray, and white for pretty much all our color, all our materials. Just in case you are interested in bigger spool. But anyway, unfortunately, it seems that on the PLA Pro there is nothing new, so we will have to go on the metallic. And okay, the blue. How come the blue is always out of stock? I need to check.
This is a good color. You need to stock more of it.
Yeah, I need to check this. I need to
great color
with this. Yeah. Why I say we need to be careful is because we have a lot of businesses that are using our products, and I always hate when our out of stock issue affect their business. So I don't know if metallic is used for business purposes, but I know our Polyterra, our Draft PLA, our and especially our PC and Islands, they are always used for business purposes. But anyway, so we have metallic red. So this is not Medic Picture, by the way. These are Medic
it's definitely not.
Medic
Definitely
Picture.
not.
So I will have to send it to Medic to update that. Oh, you received it already?
Yeah, we already had a full discussion. You missed it. We had a whole stream on this actually.
Oh, I think I saw that picture. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me just introduce the two colors first, and then we go into the discussion. So we have metallic red, PLA Pro metallic red as a new metallic color, and we have PLA Pro metallic magenta.
Oh man, I want that. Like I don't know if it's gonna look in person, but we'll see.
Yeah, we see. So, and just for the story, this was supposed to be purple, and when we received it from R&D and we started talking with the Awesome Squad, we realized that it was more magenta than purple when compared with our other magenta. So finally, we recall it magenta, which means we may or may not have a purple coming. So
but that's not matching up with the other magentas you have.
Yeah, it's darker. It's darker.
Like
the blue is darker, the red is darker, the
like
magenta.
This is magenta, apparently. Like that's magenta, but like that's like
the hue is magenta, and then the brightness can vary.
So let's have the discussion. Should a filament color be named off of the raw color or the shade of the color? Because that doesn't match up with the same magenta as the other lineup, nor does the red, nor does the
so I guess
other colors.
I guess the first question is, does a color name similar the same as another material have to color match? I guess that's your question, right? If we call it here, does it has to match with all the other magenta in our portfolio, whether it's on ABS, ASA, another PLA, even if it's metallic in this case? So
that's it needs to be close. Right? Like should it be close?
And still be close. But then, okay, so for example, this one we would have to find a different name then, right? It is a magenta, because magenta, the magenta name has many colors, right? I mean, millions of colors that can be called magenta. But as soon as we call one magenta, what you're saying is any other colors won't be able to be called magenta anymore, except the ones that are close.
Yeah, the reasoning is because magenta is a specific color. It's a specific color that it's already kind of defined as, different code, different Pantone, etc. And
well, it doesn't, right?
It doesn't because it depends on the medium, but I feel like it's already somewhat defined. Like you type in magenta, you get magenta. I don't know if there's
many magenta, right? You see, this is magenta. Yeah. So,
what is magenta? What is this magical color?
The thing is, if we call this one magenta, which in this case is the silk magenta, and then we release this magenta, which in this case is the metallic magenta, then which one, if we release this as magenta, then any other, we release, then we won't be able to call it magenta anymore.
What's the difference between those colors? Because you've been working a lot with the different colors. Is it the hue, or is it the brightness? Like, what's the specific thing that makes it lighter or darker?
In this one, it seems, I would have to check, but it seems that the hue is similar and they changed the brightness. It could be, but it's very hard. I mean, I cannot do that with my eyes, even if I did that for a lot. But it does seem that you could achieve a similar palette with the same hue just by changing the brightness.
Right. So should each one of those have their own name? I believe that they do. Like magenta isn't actually used, but yeah. So there's
there you go. You see, the hue is the same, 220, and then they change the brightness. You see, 240 to 40, the 40 at 240. So the hue is, for me, the kind of the color, and then you change the saturation and the brightness, and
so
then you
magenta is a color on there, and there's other colors that are not magenta.
But I mean, I could have done this and put it on Google, and then does that mean it's true? If someone has done that, but who has defined that this is magenta and not this? or this is magenta and not this.
Because it has a hex code. It already
Yeah, but
has some basis behind it.
I mean, I could have done 207 instead of 208. I mean, who decide what magenta is? You
That's
get
the
what I mean?
question.
Yeah,
You have to. So is the way that you're currently defining it the best way when you're trying to sell something that's colors?
yeah. So for me, yes. For me, this is a magenta. I mean, that's the closest. Let's say I would define the name as the closest known name to this color. Because if I call it, let's say, if we according to this, let me go. So let's say,
More of a
let's
it could be
say
more of a mulberry or
Loganberry.
yeah, loganberry.
I mean, for me, I don't know. I don't think that would really help. Loganberry, like metallic Loganberry. I don't know. And even Loganberry, I mean, where does that come from? You know, maybe this guy that did that just you know invented any name, right? Like we do, we invent name.
Yes,
But I
yes, we
don't
do.
think. Yeah, magenta, the color of kindness of characters, bro. Even this type of thing, like people are you know associated characters to each colors. I mean, these are, I don't know how to say it, but there is nothing scientific about it, right? There is social thing about it, like there is color science for marketing because of historical thing. Then people react differently to colors, like red because of cultural red of being stop and being blah blah. But scientifically, names, like we said last time, names, we don't care about names. Names is very subjective. Names is, you know, so we would have to do a social analysis to define names of our product. And I guess our decision was we don't want to do that. So we just name something that is more or less along the lines of what people would think.
Yeah.
So that's why we end up with gold, silver. So this I mean, many people, for example, for this, many people think it's not gold.
Yeah, that's not gold. That's not gold as like gold is typically represented, or something. Again, going off of the like a Keller chart, that's not gold.
Well, I mean, to be honest, if you compare this and this, for
yeah, like
me,
that's a lot lighter. It's a different shade. It has like a different. I don't know. It's
saying,
very
like,
complicated.
Yeah.
I'm not nearly qualified enough to talk about this, but coming from an end user who buys stuff based off of Keller, I can definitely tell you that stuff named incorrectly, or if I think it's named incorrectly, that's going to give me a different appeal. So for example, the red that's on the website, every single person I've talked to that I purchased that is not red. Sure, it's some shade of red, but it's not red. When I think of metallic red, I think of something very different. Like this is red, right? That's red. This is not red. It's some other different color. I think what color to come up with? Maybe like a Mars or something different.
This is not a red.
Okay. Yeah. So what color? What color is? Yeah, crimson. There we go. That's a good color, crimson. But literally, and this is the only reason why I'm bringing it up, because I have not heard a single positive feedback on this being called red. And I think that could be a potential concern for someone trying to buy a red, but they end up with red.
I mean, not to go back in that discussion, but I think the way we solve that is the right way. The fact that we take true pictures and we have the hex code and we will have the app coming soon. I think that's a better way to solve it rather than coming up with, terracotta, crystalline, blood red, blah, blah, blah. I think it's better to have what we're doing now, like the app, color comparison, true pictures, and blah, 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 blah. I think that's much better than having fancy names, because at the end of the day, for me, to be honest, I would have preferred to call it color 1, color 2, color 3, color 4, and then you just check the chart.
Yeah. I think that's why a lot of brands, they name stuff kind of fun. Like Printed Solid does a pretty good job of naming their stuff like Slime Green. That's not a color, but they added a little extra flair to it. A lot of other brands will add some extra non-color adjective or something to describe it. But the biggest, and this is again it's going to come up when someone's buying metallic red, they think of stuff that's metallic red, which is a much brighter shade. Like if I'm printing off a Iron Man helmet, I don't want it to be this color. This is not the right color for that. It's a great color, but it's not a good color for that.
How many people buy color based on the name instead of the
that's the issue, right? I'm buying color based off of names, and I think a lot of other people are buying it off of names.
I don't think you would go on the website that have. I don't think you would buy anything from a website that doesn't have any picture, that just have a drop down with names. Nobody would buy.
Yabberjack has it. You have to, because it's hard to tell what it looks like. It's so hard to see what prints actually look like. The picture on the website, I don't think that's representative of this at all. I was shocked when I got pictures of this. I was shocked.
Wait. Let's be honest here. Who in the world would go on the website and it only have a drop down of color name and you would buy from this website? Who would do that? Nobody, right?
Well, just a picture of the spool. And this, like
no picture. You guys say you're basing your purchase decision based on the color name.
Mm-hmm.
Who would do that?
I look at the picture and say, okay, this is kind of roughly what I'm looking for, and it's named this, so I'm expecting it to kind of be this name.
So it's always based on the picture.
Both.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, let's do a poll. Oh, we can't do a poll.
100% made on the picture. Why? Let me tell you. If you do a website that doesn't have any picture, only have color name, nobody buys. If you have a website that only have the spool pictures, good spool pictures like we are doing with Medic, then people would buy. Mm-hmm. Because it's high, even on Amazon, right? On Amazon, 90% of the purchase decision is made on the main picture rather than the title. The title is only for SEO. That's why they have some strange title. Everything is based off the picture. That's the reason why we don't put that much energy on color names. Sorry, Matt. Yeah, I was not reading. Let me check. You look it up by name, but then go by the look of it. Yes, exactly. The titles and names are only for SEOs. No, not when it comes to specific colors, because there are so many variations of the same colors between hue, vibrancy, matte, gloss, etc. I think the Discord for real peaks though. Yeah, Darren, and that's the thing we will be more and more developing. The first project is True Pictures. I mean, I call them True Pictures, but it's basically a consistent picture. So that's what Medic is working on. That's the first project. The second project is to have a bunch of print pictures below it with different lighting, different stuff. It all depends on what it is. I'd only do that for black and white. Otherwise, I like to see pictures. Yeah, that's true. Maybe black and white people would buy even without picture. But still, even black and white, I'm not too sure. Like if there is no picture, I really doubt any of you would buy anything, except if you don't care about the color. If it's fire engine red, most people will know what color they're getting. Many of you say both, but I don't think we're talking about the same thing. I don't understand how is that even possible? How is anyone would rely on the name? It's not both. You look for the name,
hold on,
and then you do the purchase decision based on the picture. That's for sure.
I can edit it. Names, pictures. There we go.
Your poll needs reward. Oh, we have a poll? Okay.
There we go. It should be good now.
Nico, I think you need to ask the customers. I need to ask the customer, but the customer needs to understand the question.
Yeah. Like I'm going to Amazon and I'm looking for maroon. maroon's a very specific color. I know exactly what maroon's supposed to look like.
Yeah, so
And
it's SEO. This is SEO. You're
Mhm.
looking for something, but the purchase decision will never be based on the color name, or
well,
99% won't be based on the color name.
so
It will.
if I'm looking for metallic red, I'm going to search for metallic red, and then I find this color. This is not metallic red, so I'm going to skip it. And if I buy this expecting it to be metallic red, then like, oh, that's not quite what I like. I like this color. Let's be clear, this is a cool color. But what it's named is going to have a very different response. If I give this to my mom and say, hey, look at this crimson red bunny, she's like, oh, this is cool. But then you say, look at this metallic red bunny. You get a different response because it's named something different.
Do you think, from a business perspective, do you think we will have more sales calling it Legonberry, metallic Legonberry, or metallic red?
That's a good question. I don't know.
For
Should
me,
it be based off of sales or like the satisfaction of the end user getting something that
it's an overall.
overall? I think personally, I think the customer would have the best experience if they buy a product that's named consistently, that has good pictures of what the item actually is, and that it meets their expectations. So when they get it, it actually matches the spool color that's on the website.
Everyone sees and interprets colors differently. Believe me, I know. I've been in the printing industry for 40 years. I mean, yeah, so the thing is, we have two choices. Either we study the social understanding of colors, and then we come up with some colors that would most likely be typed by people when looking for the actual color we develop it, or we don't, right? So, for example, let's say this metallic PLA Pro, right? This color, this not so red color, right? Let me share it. And you have to find a name, which for me, again, I still think titles is for SEO only. You have to find a name like this. Like, you go on Amazon. Will you type metallic Legonberdy and then to look for a different shade that is a bit darker than the regular red? No, you would go and say metallic red, or metallic dark red, or metallic whatever red.
The issue, though, is that when I'm searching for metallic red, I want metallic red. So if I'm searching for an iPhone, but I end up with an Android that looks like an iPhone, that's not the same thing, and that's not really what I expected. So maybe it comes up in SEO, but at the end of the day, it's just not the correct name for the product. And I think this is the first time where it's kind of like, okay, this is definitely, in my opinion, suitable for a name change. And then eventually down the line, releasing a metallic red. Maybe we should do a poll for this specific color. And the website, that color is not the same as this. I feel like, however that was shot, is just different enough that's not the same color. And I think that's, again, with all the other like the yellows and stuff, not having the correct image on the website makes a significant difference on the end product. So if I was buying this color and it had this color on the spool, I'd be like, okay, well, you know, I kind of know what I'm expecting. But because it's not quite the right color, I'm thinking it's going to be more bright.
You mean the color on the picture?
Yeah, that's not the right color.
Yeah, but that's what I say, right? This is not Medic picture. This is picture we've taken here.
Well, it could have been photoshopped. I mean, I'm just saying that it's not a representation of what you're getting. And a lot of people who are buying it, like, I was like, wow, this is an awesome metallic red. And I get it, and it's this color. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm expecting something that I didn't actually get.
We're going back to the picture, right? We need a better picture.
Right. a picture that matches the name.
Yeah,
I
but
think
then
there's many parts to this. Does anyone in chat not care what the filament name is? That's a better question.
by the way, I cannot access the result because it's forbidden for a VPN user for some reason.
Oh, I'll let you know. Right now it is mostly both. Not a lot of votes though, but
Yeah, but
it's both in pictures.
The question is to be proper, right? How do you look for a color
Yeah,
based on name? How do you make your purchase decision based on the picture? I mean, I wouldn't even need to do a poll to know that.
It's a hard question because
everyone's
going to say both.
You just look at the Amazon data. That's exactly how it works. Like, why do they have titles that doesn't make sense on Amazon? And do you
Because
really
can sell more products? Right? Like, it's again, like you're saying, it's marketing.
Yeah, because people search for product using the title, and they make the purchase decision, like clicking buying, based on the picture.
Is this metallic red? That's the question. So far, the response has been no. This is not metallic red.
No,
so it doesn't matter if people are searching for it.
Okay, but that's a different topic, right? Now your topic is, we call it metallic red, okay? But now we know the purpose of the name. The purpose of the name is people to find it. Okay, so now that we know the purpose of the name, then we can think about how to name it. But if the purpose of the name is for people to find it, then is the best idea going for a social study on what most of the people would call this color? Then I think yes. The idea is what most of the people would type that would end up on this spool. If we call it anything else that metallic red, it would have less click than the metallic red, right? Now, they will make the purchase decision based on the picture. And we want to make sure they know what they're buying. So they have found it by typing metallic red, but it might not be the metallic red they have in mind. So we have to have the picture that is good enough, even more than enough, I would say in this case. And then having the hex code that is good. So again, the title for me is just finding the spool, and then making the actual purchase decision will be based on the picture. People look at the picture here. Nobody would look at here. Okay, this is red, this is magenta, this is blue. Okay, I'm going to buy the blue. No, they will go here, metallic red, because it's called red, and they want some type of red. And then they go here, and then they check here. This is what makes them buy or not buy, based on this, not based on this. Nobody will say, okay, oh, it's not really the red I'm looking for, but it's called red, so maybe this is wrong, or something like this. It's supposed to be my red that I picture because it's called red. Nobody do that, right? You should look how makeup company do this. Yeah, that's a good point, because they have a lot of, you buy, how do you call eyeshadow, I think, and then in that eyeshadow,
I asked my wife.
They literally have all the same colors, but in different shade. So yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But for my is not red, is crimson a type of red? Numeric, if you go to a website, would you really type cream? Yeah, you know what? Let me go on Amazon and type sorry. Sorry. What is crimson red? Oh no, just crimson PLA. Okay, this is what end up with. Oh, actually, we have our matte PLA here, Army Red. So actually, it's quite close, right? So in any case, I don't know how Amazon do that, but it's ended up with, because this is Army Red Polytera PLA, right? Which is a darker red.
Mhm.
So from an SEO perspective, yeah, it still works. Even if you call it Army Red, then you're still triggered by Crimson PLA. So it's pretty smart.
Okay.
What else
I had
do
a
you
new
have?
poll specifically for the red. So go vote for that.
I mean, look, this is red. This is red. This is no name. This is Fire Engine Red. This is Twinkling Red. I mean, this Twinkling Red, for example,
Mhm.
which is the Amazon choice. Would you buy based on the fact that it's called bright red, or would you buy based on this? If you're looking for a real bright red, because in my opinion, and I guess in most of yours opinion as well, this is not bright. Or
No,
at least
it's a
that's not my definition of
dark.
bright. Would you still buy it because it's called bright red and you're looking for bright red?
If I'm
Or
looking
you're
for a red that's bright, I would obviously not buy that because that's not a bright red.
yeah, but based on what? Based on the fact that it's called bright red, or the fact that the picture shows that it's not bright red? So you look for bright
So-
red.
Okay, yeah, it's how do I explain this? Well, it says twinkling red, so it's not quite the. I would call this this is a twinkling red, but this is not a twinkling bright red. But if I buy this with the expectation that it's a bright red, I'll be disappointed because it's not a bright red.
Yeah, but my point is nobody do that. If they see the picture and they are really
If-
looking for bright
If the
red,
picture matches up with the filament, then
Mhm.
sure. But because not all phones are the same, not all pictures will be the same, I think the name has a huge play in what the general expectation is going to be. So, like you said, the pictures aren't even a good representation, and depending on lighting, depending on I think what Dwight said, depends what color or temperature you print it at, it's going to be a different color. But the core name, the core product, should be a general representation of what you're getting. And I think it should be as close as possible in the naming because of that.
But okay. So what would be the advantage of the name being as close as what the majority of the population would call it? What would be the advantage of that?
Well,
except that you might lose a lot of SEO.
Expectation versus reality. I guess that's the biggest thing. When you're selling something that's specifically a color, it should be named probably something that's that color. Like if I'm buying something that's a color, I'm expecting that color. But in reality, like you said, it does come down to the picture. But having a description that matches a picture, I feel like that's important.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to figure out, so what went wrong with this?
Yeah, maybe
the picture, this does not match what's on the website. And this does not match what's in my mind for a metallic red. So maybe I'm shopping late at night, I'm building an Iron Man something, and like, oh man, I need some metallic red. So I go, I kind of look at that, like, oh, it's dark at night. Okay, that might be a good metallic red. Then I get this. I am not happy because this is not what I had in mind for a metallic red.
So the part I agree is the picture of the spool does not represent well what the majority of people are going to perceive the color when they receive it. This I agree. And that's the reason why we started that new project, right? And hopefully, once Medic is going to take the new picture, hopefully the goal is that it's closer to what people will perceive of the color, right? So this I agree.
Yeah, and yes, I do have calibrated monitors. I've checked on multiple. Usually when I check for blood picker colors, I pull up my phone, my screen, and my laptop, and that's a good representation, different displays.
So yeah, so this I agree. the parts 5600K. What color temperature does Medic use for the picture? Yeah, Medic is in the chat, by the way, if you have some question about how we take all of these pictures, because our website will be full of these new pictures, because you can compare them to each other, even from different materials, etc.
Yeah,
But
and
anyway,
I've reviewed his process too, just as a sanity check, and yes, his colors match exactly as close as possible to if I'm holding a spool looking at it versus what I'm seeing on my screen.
how come there is no true gold filament?
Yeah,
Well,
that'd be nice.
it comes down to what's true gold, right? I mean, go on Google, and even Google doesn't really know what's true gold, right? You see, all of these golds are different shade of orangey
All
yellow.
right, so gold, that's a great example. What are you expecting with gold? The gold color is kind of that light gold, like the fifth one over. That's
Well, but for you, right?
but yes, this, like the majority. I'm
But how do we know that?
generalizing here, but that's what
How
people
do
kind of
we know?
think.
How do we know that?
Culture, right? You see gold in
Culture.
movies, you see a gold color, you have a gold. I think it's probably what's most commonly referred to. Like if you type in gold something, like a gold ring, maybe.
How we understand the majority is Google. If we type gold in Google image in a country, so in this case I think I'm in US, then towards the top we will have what most people perceive gold, and then the more you go down and the more you go to minorities. So that's how we do. But you can see
Yeah.
when the page is loading, then you can see, they average out the color a little bit. So for me, we would consider this as what is gold in the most people representation, because that's what Google offer first. So that's
Yeah,
our
see,
way
like that's not even quite in person, this color. So trying to find this color and match it up, and I don't know, I can't. I can't match this up to one of those images. It's like a different shade. So if you call it something completely different, it changes the product. If I call this more of a Dijon mustard, sure, that's a lot closer than gold, in my opinion, and I guess the general feedback that I've gotten. So should these colors be named off of something more representative of what they are in real life, or should they be named off of a pure market not expectation, but like a marketing position, like red versus red? You only have one red, might as well call it red.
Let me take this, put it here. Oh, sorry, I was not sharing anymore.
So far, no one's voted for metallic red, but we only have 6 votes.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have access to. Last time it was working, but for some reason now they just kick me out because of my VPN. So this is this is what we called gold, and I think we have a couple of different golds.
That Medic's picture?
Yeah, I think it's Medic's picture. Okay, this is a gold also. Well, at least our gold is consistent between silk and
yeah, they're consistent for sure.
Okay, this is silk gold and pro gold, and this is some of the Google gold. So yeah, I think our gold is darker. Then it's more towards these 3 here, rather than these at the top here.
So I think when people are expecting a gold, they want more of a lighter, just that, but probably just a lighter version of it, a less saturated color.
Yeah, if we talk about the problem, then for me this is not a problem. The fact that we call it gold, but in some people's mind they wouldn't perceive gold as this is not a problem because they have the picture. Because there's everyone knows that, like, who would think that gold is a defined color? I hope nobody, right? Gold is,
Again, it's like there's a lot of expectation.
you would
I personally, I
think
think gold has more of at least a range of colors, right? Like a specific range. It's not going to be a singular color, but like a small range.
I mean, sorry, I think I missed a lot of things in the chat. Red, green, yellow, blue. I think they are expectation on the saturation within the RGB space. Metallic red would be as close to full red in RGB, but it's not. People don't realize that LED have spicy spectrum, blah, blah, blah. Shiny orange. Yeah, like for example, this, some people would call it orange, I guess. But let me compare with our orange, for example. But I'm pretty sure some people would call it orange.
Yeah, because even those pictures, it's not quite what what I'm seeing in real life. Even though the pictures are as accurate as possible under the same conditions, it's still slightly different. And if the picture, like those, I feel like those are kind of tilted a little more towards kind of like a neutral gold. But in real life, maybe it's a bit different. So I'd like to see an actual print of this compared to the spool, maybe.
Feedback was that the name didn't match their expectation. I think this will always happen, Matt. With the idea is we would need to find, like, let's say there's 51% of the population that would not call this gold, they would call this orangey gold, and there's 49% of the population that would call this gold. What do we do? Do we always try to find where is the majority? Or let's say even a worse example, 20% of the population call this gold, orangey gold. And then 10% call it bright gold. And then 5% call it blah, blah. And then 2%, 3%, blah, blah, blah. And then all smaller that call it a different way. Then shall we go to the 20%? Okay.
So something can probably be called the same thing because of reference point. Like, I don't know every single color name. I don't know what the heck chartreuse looks like. But I'm going to call it a red, a blue, a pink, etc. But in reality, the expectation out of that, based off of the name, is going to vary depending on kind of what you had in mind for that color. So I don't think the name, it does have a role, but it has to be close enough to what you expect in your mind for the color.
Yeah, but in whose mind?
The customer's mind. Someone who's buying something based off the color.
There's like hundreds, thousands of customers. Then who should we listen to?
Well, how do you know that? Like, you get reviews of like bad reviews, but how many people are actually buying it or reviewing? How many people are actually happy to receive a color? Or do they just kind of say, I'm just not going to buy this again? Right? You don't know that.
Yeah,
that'd be a good idea. But like a QR code, like a vote, like your ranking of this color on the spool, so people can go and fill out a form. You need that type of feedback besides the people that are inside the community. But that's another good idea. Does the community, does the Polymaker community, does the 3D printing community, does that play a big enough percentage of people, a big enough, a loud enough voice that represents the entire industry? For some things, it doesn't. Like, a lot of the community will say, don't buy an under 3, but a large portion of the 3D printing community will buy an under 3, just like, for example. So does even our closed, like, small little mindset, does that even matter? I don't know. Or should you try to please the enthusiasts? If the general audience doesn't care, should you try to aim for the enthusiasts, trying to make them happy because they're the ones who are gonna really use this product and really share it? Or I don't know.
So maybe let's go back to the problem, right?
Yeah.
What's the problem? Let's
The
say
problem is that
let's say
the name does not match the
wait.
actual. Okay.
but that's not a problem, right? That's not a problem.
Well, you don't think it's a problem
But why would that be a problem that it doesn't match?
because of the stuff I said. Like, I'm buying this. Okay, this one's kind of an exception because the spool that does not match the.
Yes, so that's why I was about to say, let's say we have Medic picture, okay, for all of them.
Yeah.
Now it's solved. So now the picture represents the what people would perceive of the color. So now, what's the problem?
The second problem is that when I'm looking for a color, I have an idea of what it should be. And even if the spool is kind of a rough estimation, because like we said, different monitors are going to have different colors. Like, I could be viewing this on a really low resolution monitor with very poor color accuracy, and maybe it boosts the brightness. So I'm seeing this nice boosted brightness, boosted contrast photo that matches the name, metallic red. Then I get it, and it's very different. I'm gonna think maybe the filament's bad, maybe I ordered the wrong thing, maybe something is like weird. So if the name is very different than what you get, like, you know, dark red, that's a great example. That's brown. I don't care what it's marketed as, it's brown.
Okay, so what if now we change the name to metallic Longberry, and they look it in a bad monitor, and they buy a spool that is a very bright red because of the monitor? Then don't we have the same problem?
Well, it's the naming. If this was named metallic red, I would expect something metallic red. If it was named metallic crimson red,
no,
well,
but
now I know that it's going to be darker.
They bought it because the picture looked very bright red. Because like we said, people buy it based on the picture, right?
So what percentage of people only buys based off the picture versus what it's named?
Well, I don't know. Maybe 95%. I don't know. You don't have.
Do you think that? We don't have the data. We can't say that, right?
Yeah, but that's why. Maybe you can just check the poll. I mean, for me, it's you just look at the Amazon data, right? Just look at the Helion 10 reports.
Yeah.
Right. The latest report is what, 86 or something like this % is based on the picture. So I mean, we can just base on that report. So it's like a majority, pretty much everyone. Of course, it doesn't solve the problem of what you said. Like, people that have a very bad monitor would not perceive the color very well. But does that happen often, that the monitor is so bad that when you receive, then it's completely different enough that you're gonna complain about it? Maybe it happened, but in that case, I really don't know how to solve the problem, except what we are doing, which is hex code, and then trying to have an app and then compare.
The whole thing, and the reason why I care about this is trying to improve the customer experience. Because even if you sell them, even if you get good sales, that doesn't mean that the customer is going to be as happy as possible. So even if you just changing the name of a product can make the whole experience better, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't do that, and why you wouldn't spend a little bit of extra time finding out what the correct market color would be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if I can have the same SEO, the same sales, and have the customer happier, then yeah, of course.
Yeah,
that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
So what are we renaming the spool to then? Is this a metallic crimson red? Like, what's the best color match for the dark shade of red? And I hope that you release a brighter red too, because that would be like the ultimate color. That's what I was expecting when I got this. I was expecting maybe not as bright as this, but somewhere along more lines of a brighter red, like a metallic red. And I think that's what a lot of people had in mind. Like maybe they just bought it. Yeah, because that's like I want this color metallic or closer.
Actually, you saw this one a couple of times, right? In the open meeting.
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know. I guess it's different when you have it.
Polylite metallic
Darkish red.
is darkish red.
Even metallic dark red, that would be perfect because okay, this is dark red. It's not red.
Yeah. Like I said, for example, if we call it dark red, I'm pretty sure we can keep very high SEO, same sales, same conversion, happier customer.
Yeah.
If we call it metallic dark red.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This no problem. I can do it now. How about we do a very quick how do you call that? Turn.
So okay, is this crimson though? I think crimson might make more sense. Let me type that in. Crimson red. What color is that?
Dark red works from what I see here. Dark red. Okay, great. Yeah, dark red for me. I don't even need to do some research because red is
crimson's more purple. Yeah, dark red. It's like a blood red actually. I like that blood red. It's like a perfect. Let me type that in. Blood red. Yeah, this is very close to a blood red, like a deep blood red, or at least what it actually is. It's also kind of like a brownish red. So kind of like a dark red, dark brown is dark red. The light red. I would call it like a bright red, maybe. If you actually release like this in metallic, that would be more of a bright red.
Okay, so if sorry, I
was
do need
printing something.
A couple of things at the same time. Let me check. Where is the? Okay, so if
dried blood. Yeah, this is like dry blood. I see far too much of this color.
Well, actually, I forgot, but yeah, I have it here. Okay, there you go. So if you let's check. Okay, try to go back now. Let me see if it works. Let me see. It should be instantaneous, so let me check. Okay, there you go.
There you go. Yep, that immediately changes the color. I'm looking at it and it's kind of like expectation versus reality.
Happier customers, right?
I'm happy. I'm happy now. Yeah, there you go. Now, here's a question for you. It's already labeled red on the spool.
Yeah, but that's a much harder thing. So we'll I have to talk with Tony, but that's much harder to change a physical thing.
I know. So do you actually? It's a good idea. We should, because I know you have a lot of colors that come out that you don't realize. It would be a good idea to filter them through at least like the community, maybe in the open meeting, because I know we sort of do that, but
we do all of this was chosen by not you but us, the Awesome Squad. So
yeah,
I'm fine. I mean, we can still change it after, right? But this was already
so maybe chosen. the process has to be a bit more involved, because we're looking at it based off of the pictures. That's probably where the expectation comes from. I think every single person who bought this expected it to be a bit more bright. That's the best way of putting it. So maybe we have more printed things and different camera angles, different lighting. Then we can kind of try to decide what it's called, or at least the closest possible. Because if you would have shown me a picture of this instead, I don't know.
Well, sometimes it's an involvement question, right? Sometimes people are not there every Thursday, and then so they kind of forget a little bit what colors we had, blah blah blah. By the way, Foxioli, we will have an app that will allow you to do that exactly. like what you said, exactly what you said. We'll have something to solve that soon. I think our target is mid-April or end April. It's a web app where you just put the color and it will filter everything for you from the closest to the furthest color, etc., etc. And not based on the color name, of course, based on the color code, which I wish was the standard, but I do understand that color name makes it easier. By the way, it's important to understand the culture difference as well, right? If like we perceive color in a certain way, but if you go to extremes, like for example, I think it was I go to the very extreme, right? It doesn't make sense in that situation. But there is in the Inuit, I think the people that lived in the pole, they have an actual name for very different type of light blue, I think, or something like this. And for us, we would see the color exactly the same. Like this is light blue, light blue, light blue. And for them, they perceive the colors are completely different. Like, no, this is this color, this is this color, this is this color. So culture is also important. But anyway, I guess for us, the idea is why it's challenging is because it's all about social democracy, I would say. I guess that's the challenge. So that's why for me, I'm more into the other project, which is related to good picture, a good app, a good color code. For me, that's more important. But we also need to be careful about, of course, color name. Even though I'm still a big believer that color name is more for SEO, is more to allow people to find what they want to find, and still pictures is what
that's fine. I agree with that, but like we were saying, as long as it's close enough. Like the yellow, sure, I can, at the end of the day, the yellow thing, that doesn't really matter, because if you can get a picture, you can match it up. But if it's like sunset yellow versus rubber duck yellow, that immediately heavily increases the satisfaction because I have a better expectation of what I'm getting. Even if the color isn't exactly rubber duck yellow, it's maybe close enough. And it's a good distinguishing factor between different colors.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are trademarked color. Yeah, there is also trademark colors. That's listening to the viewers on live. Yeah, I mean, I might be hard to convince because I will ask a lot of questions. But if things make sense, then it makes sense. I mean, if it makes sense, then it makes sense, and I will just do the changes accordingly. Like, will customers assume PLA lemon yellow would be the same as PLA Pro lemon yellow? Okay, so you're talking about color consistency, Matt. This is another thing when you have a very large portfolio.
That's
if we call something red 6 years ago, and are we locked to that red forever? So everything that will be called red will have to match the red that we released 6 years ago. So we did that again. We talked about that last time, but we did that for the main colors. So all our black, white, gray, blue, red, green, purple, yellow, orange, and teal. I think all the 10 colors of the main materials, PLA, PTG, ABS, ASA, except yellow, all the 9 colors, they should be pretty much the same. And after that, dark thing, army stuff, pastel.
Right. Yeah, like the core.
From
the core
there,
color should be as consistent as possible, definitely.
Yeah.
But if a color is slightly different, it should get its own identifier, like this. That wouldn't be the core red, it's a different red. I think that's very important to distinguish.
Here, you will have another part of the community that's going to complain. Why? Because this is dark red and the other one is dark red. So now we go back to, okay, so now we have to change that one.
Which one?
The intergalactic chocolate.
Oh yeah, change that. Change that right now. Because that's bright. Like, I would be happy if you called that like Galaxy chocolate. Like that would be a lot better of a color, like Galaxy dark chocolate red. Ooh, that's a good one. Chocolate red. I like it. Yeah, chocolate red.
KVP is pretty good with offering many shades of red, blues, and greens. KVP has more colors
Oh,
than we.
they have so many colors. In the
Oh,
Vorna configurator, because you can change what it looks like. That's how I use. Like they have like 5 different shades of gray or 6 different shades of gray. It is
really?
really nice. Oh yeah.
In stock or?
Oh, that's a better question, but at least like on the configurator.
Yeah, I mean you can have millions of colors, but do they have more colors than us in stock?
I don't know.
Does
I've
anyone
actually never
know?
tried KVP, but they
King
have some very
Bruce
specific colors.
Products, 3D printing filaments. Because I do have the goal to have one of the widest color portfolio, right? So I like to see if there is PLA, I guess, will have the widest range. Let's go and check. It's definitely brown more than sepia. That color is brown. No, it's not red. Yeah, I mean brown is what we name dark red in a way, because dark red is a scientific name because it's a red hue that is where the brightness is brought down. But
Yes. But since dark red is so weird, we named it brown. Like as this brown is definitely a much more widely. It's got to be more widely accepted than dark red for the same color.
Yeah,
Gotta be.
I think I agree. I think I agree.
Okay,
I
good.
think dark red is more of a scientific way. Like you just take the hue and you just say bright or dark. But we have, as I guess, Western culture, I think we have some colors that for some reason has been renamed. So instead of like a dark blue, why we haven't named that something else? Because culture, right? Yeah. Dark red, then for some reason we renamed that brown. So you see, it's really cultural. And like a dark yellow, RGB, a dark green. Nobody has renamed dark green. We still say dark green. But the only one we decided to rename is dark red for some reason. So you see, depending, and light blue, we just call it light blue, right? But a light red, for some reason, we call it pink. So you get what I mean? Like depending on, and maybe because the red is maybe a color that, I don't know, is more, I don't know, impact our culture a little bit more. So we have started, instead of light and dark, we have started renaming them, something like this. So I don't know, the same between red and red and blue. Blue and green, I think, right? Then we have called it yellow. But between green and blue, I think, then we don't have any name. It's either green, either blue. Like that's why we have issue with the blue-green, because our culture has not named that in between, rather than the other has yellow. You see what I mean? Like we have some group of color that we decided to rename. So that's why dark red is more of a scientific name that it was supposed to be named, but for some reason we rename it brown. And fortunately, the pink, I name it pink, not dark, not light red. Otherwise, we would have another type of discussion also.
Oh, geez.
Because we as human are bad looking at red tones. Yeah, maybe that's the reason. Okay, what were we doing already? Checking if they have.
I think we're just looking at new colors, but yeah, look at that. Their lineup is intense.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I said better for you.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's around 40 colors.
So go to this website right here. I'll link it in chat. And that's kind of it has both, let's see, some eSun colors and then KVP colors. But you can see kind of their lineup and how many colors they have.
you cannot check if they have it in stock, right? Because otherwise you go to ColorFab, right? And then they have like, 500 colors,
Yeah,
but it's made to order.
yeah. But I mean, the fact that they have it, I think that's kind of cool. I don't know what the stock situation is though. So I sent a link in the Twitch chat if you want to take a look at that. It's a better representation of what those colors are. So yeah, down at the bottom, you can drag on that bar. So the first set is, oh yeah. So that's all the like grayish tones for KVP. Like look how many grays there are.
Yeah, there's no way they have everything in stock. I don't think so. Or maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think they can have all of that in stock.
Well, even if they did, like that's kind of what people expect. Yeah, see? Look how close they are, but they're different. Now, I think they probably have a bit more colors than they need, to be honest. But yeah, there you go. Different colors, browns, purples.
Yeah, I think one thing that we need to keep in mind is the business, right?
Crimson.
We-
Crimson. Look at that nice
Yeah.
crimson.
we need to keep in mind that decision has to make business sense, right? Like, to be honest, I would never do that.
Oh, but
I
they are
would never-
different though. Yeah, they are
Yeah,
different.
I mean, they are different,
Mhm.
right? But I don't think that makes any business sense.
Probably for
know,
lower
you-
production, it makes sense. I think a lot of these companies are lower production, right? Like they just make X quantity and then they kind of store it instead of having to produce all the same color over and over and over again. So yeah, you're right. It does come down to how much of it you need to actually produce. But for example, let's say you did come up with, I don't know, all these different shades of green, and you had enough production to make them, and people bought them. Do you think that would make sense still if people actually bought the different colors?
Oh yeah. If they buy it, then yeah. If it makes business sense, then yeah, I would release as many as it makes sense. But like, for example, I would do this. I would definitely not spend time naming this. I would just give a color code. I would call all of that. Maybe this part I would just call it green, and then I would make an.
Is that Pantone?
Yeah, I think so.
They license Pantone, or maybe that's not actually.
Most likely not, because it's expensive. But yeah, I would. I mean, it was on me. I would call it either green 1, green 2, green 3, green 4, blah blah, or the color
Right.
code, and I would just have
See,
an app for it. I would
That's why I
never.
like something like Snowman White, for example, right? That's not a color, so you can't actually define it. You perceive it a different color when you get it. Because I think a lot of this is social, and a lot of the reason why we're having this conversation is because.
You are the 3 even. Thank you for joining and listening to our color debate.
Yeah. You didn't know there was a filament company that made Pantone licensed filament.
Yeah, there is.
Um,
It was presented by what's his name again? The guy that has the eye, the AR eye on YouTube.
Zach.
Zach. Yeah. It was presented by Zach. I vote
I don't remember.
in charge of naming filament colors. Well, if I was 100% in charge, which means I don't listen to the community, then you would have a very different color name scheme. You would have only RGB, and then some color code. You would never.
I
add
almost
any-
think. Okay, what do you think of this? So, you want to release a new color, like maybe it's one of the standard colors. You send it. You actually send the spool off to people that generally, are good with names. They print it, and they come up with a solution. Seeing the thing in their hand, comparing it against other things. Wouldn't that make more sense than naming it based off of an image on a screen of what it might be? Would that make more sense?
It all comes down to what return we had on doing that. on spending time making samples, sending to different people, finding these people, doing one meeting to define the name, blah, blah, blah. What's the return on doing all of this?
So maybe at least just having like what we do currently, but having more pictures and more variety of being able to see it. Maybe that makes the most sense.
But I mean, to be honest, if we go that way, like if we start stocking that many color, I would just.
Oh, I don't think you should stock that many. That's ridiculous. But when you're naming them, that's the key, is the names. I do think that plays more of an important role than you might think. Personally, I guess. I guess the chat is also on my side because.
I mean, you can think about. It also depends on the customer target, right? For example, injection molding industry. Do you really think they have color name? No.
No, you're not selling that. You're not marketing it. Names are just marketing. It's all social.
No, but it's also marketing, right? The big polymer suppliers of all of their pallets, they have to sell to injection molding company. They have to market, but they just gave up on name, right? They just now it's only about color code, and you just find the color code. So they just there is so many color that they give up on name, and I guess that's the limitation. At what point there is so many colors that you have to give up the name? It doesn't make sense anymore to have name. Like our Polyterra, why do you think we come up with so many fancy names? Because we knew we would have a very large range of colors. So that's why we started calling them with two dimension. What dimension, which is the color name, what dimension, which is a natural name. Because now we have more space. We can have many different brown, an earth brown, an army brown, a wood brown, a pastel, a peanut brown. So we have 2 dimensions. So that was the idea behind this. The red is the same. We have pastel red, lava red, army red, muted red. So we have 2 dimensions. They are all red for me. These 3, they are all red. But then we put another dimension.
Yeah, it's just trying to convey as much information as possible to the person who's going to buy it, so they can make a better, more informed decision, and that their expectation meets reality when they get the product. I think the whole process of that is what defines the experience.
It's crazy how many times this stream end up talking about colors.
Oh my god! I swear to God.
Well, which means
I'm the one who wanted to make this conversation, so you can blame me for this one today. But I think it's important.
It is important. I mean, if you look at the complaint chart that we have, every time we review the review of, I mean, obviously I don't do 1 review per week, right? I do that offline as well. But we end up with the colors not even appearing on the chart. It's all about brittle, tangled, doesn't adhere to the bed.
Yeah, sure.
Blah 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 blah. Right?
But how many people will be more satisfied that they received the color they expected, and does that satisfaction lead to more sales? That's not trackable, or that's not directly trackable. It's something more assumed.
Yeah. So we would have to find some type of index, on that, and then we'll have to define where to put the resources, right? If the top complaints is tangled, doesn't adhere to the bed, blah blah blah, blah, then we better put the resources on, neat winding, reformulate so that it doesn't cost money to use an adjective. You would be surprised, Matt. Just to choose, like for example, the dual mat, I think how long we spent, I think we were a team of 12 people on the open meeting, and we spent almost 3 hours going through putting an adjective. So I wouldn't underestimate naming colors, because if you name it subjectively, which means one person decide on everything, then yes, maybe it can be pretty efficient. But the goal is that we have to do more than that. Save the 3 hours arguing about colors later.
All right. Why don't we look at some makes Unless you have other. We finished looking at the rest of the colors, then we should look at some makes because we haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, but I really wanted to finish. Is that all on the new stuff that we released? I thought we had more.
Galaxy Pop. I don't know. Pop was out last time.
Yeah, the pop, for example. Let me check. Let me go back. So what else do we have? Let me go back to the top. Up. Let me remove this. So Polyterra, we finished 3 new products. Magenta and metallic red, or metallic dark red. And then do we have any new stuff here? I don't think so. We have more 3 kg, more 5 kg. And colors, no. White and natural. Okay, we updated all the picture. By the way, did you notice anything? We completely redo all our marketing here.
Oh wow!
We redo everything, even
Is that the model? Is that the model you made, or is that something different?
Oh yeah. It's this guy here. Actually, I took the picture. You see?
Oh wow! I was like, hey, I recognize that.
Look! I still have. Do you know? I had a harder time making this stringing model rather than this perfect model. I had a hard time finding a way to do a stringing moisture stuff.
How did you do that?
I actually put a very high Z-hub. I'm very high, like 3 millimeter Z-hub, I think. Disable retraction and very high. Because I needed it to be printed well, but I needed a big string in the middle. But anyway, and then I took the picture. I don't know if you can see, but here there is actually my desk behind. It's not completely black.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
That's where I do the stream. And actually, I took the picture here on top of this black chair because it was absorbing the light. But anyway, it's funny because people look at the marketing and they think, oh, that's professional picture, the lighting, blah blah blah. And actually, I was with the phone and.
Oh yeah, phones take really good pictures.
Yeah.
Really good.
So anyway, send me the photo. I can fix it. What do you mean, medic? You're not happy with the picture? What do you mean?
Oh, don't go there. Don't go there.
He just destroyed my picture with one question.
I can fix it. Yeah, when someone says, "Hey, I can fix that for you." Oof.
Yeah, exactly. You're so proud of something, and then you have someone coming. Oh, don't worry, I can fix it.
I can fix your color names. I can do it. Actually, I don't know if I can.
The desk part. Yeah, I mean it's fine. It kind of shows that he was in the dark room or something like this. It's it's okay. And then we also have a new A+. A+ is
yes,
the
Matt,
name.
I need a lot of help, please.
For this, the only PLA you will ever need. What do you think
PLA
of
Pro? PLA Pro?
I really like PLA, but I think we may put this in all of our Polylight. The only PLA you will ever need. And then we have this.
It's kind of true though. A lot of people that I hear, I mean, it's not necessarily the right approach, in my opinion, but they say, oh, I bought this good Polymaker PLA, that's all I'm going to buy ever again. Like, sure, you want that for marketing. I still think you should buy stuff based off of the, if there's a really fun color in another brand, buy that. Like, buy the color you want. Don't limit yourself to just the manufacturer. But yeah, there's a lot of good colors that Polymaker offers. If only they'd name them right. Jeez. Oh.
Hasn't Zombie bullied him enough tonight? Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
So let's look at some makes or some new something. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let me just go blah blah. Oh yeah.
Galaxy.
Because it's new. We have the Discord partner now on the page. Oh, cool! It's award.
We have to maintain that
for a welcoming, friendly, and helpful community. So let's try to maintain, because remember that having this Discord partner is every week they review our performance, so we can lose it at any time. But fortunately, we've been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And then TCT Awards, 3D Printing Industry Awards, 30 days money back. Works on your printer, blah blah blah. Pretty cool. We redesigned everything. But anyway, no no new stuff. PTG, I don't think there's any new stuff. Oh, ASA, I think did that arrive already?
The pop.
Let's go and check. ASA. What is this? Army brown, army green was already there. Orange, no. Oh, pop. So we have the pop colors that arrived. So we have the pop pink. I mean, how beautiful they are, even with the new winding technology. I mean, it looks like a render, right?
That's a question for you.
That's a picture. Yeah, go ahead.
Not all the new colors are wound like that. Is there a reason why? Are only some colors being wound with the new technology?
They should all be now with the new technology.
I'm still getting some that are not, they're perfectly wound. So I'm kind of curious about that.
So if you start receiving a perfectly wounded one, you should be only getting perfectly wounded one after that.
Yeah.
Because that means we get rid of all the stock.
Okay, because I feel like we had good. Well, it depends on what you consider perfectly wound too. Like this one's pretty good. Actually, still in the package.
So we have, I think we have 2 iterations in the technology. This, for example, the pop is the latest one, so that's why it's like pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
And then
I'm trying to find an example. Maybe the color changing. I don't think those were. I don't think these ones were wound with the new technology.
No, it doesn't seems like so.
Okay.
Please, Mighty Bean. No. I do know pop. That's more a burst color to me. Let's discuss for an hour. No.
We've already discussed this.
It's
and
pop.
Just you wait. There's more to come. There's more.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
There is.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, look,
there's more.
The green pops so much that you can see it reflecting on the. You see, there is a greenish tone on the spool because the green is popping so much. Pop blue, pop green, and pop pink, and it's pop. Full stop. No discussion around the pop. But anyway, so new series for the ASA. If you are a fan of extremely bright color, that was a demand from the custom printer community. I guess they want to have some popping custom printer. Oh yeah, so let's go to this one, the ABS. Wait, before that, because I have this open, I think we have some new silk. Oh my god, we have so many silk now. Look at that. It's so beautiful.
It is. I have both
Especially
those, actually.
with all the new picture from Medic, then everything is so consistent. Wow. Anyway, and obviously the only 2 that are not consistent are the new one that I need to send to Medic. So we have brass. Please tell me you guys agree with that. Oh yeah, there you go. That's easier. Here's Zombie showing them. Oh, you already have them.
Well, yeah, they've been out for a while.
That's brass and peridot green. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So what do you think of the name?
Okay. This one, sure, it's fine. Okay. We're not going to spend. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on this. No. I gotta say no.
It's not brass?
I've denied.
Are you kidding me? We talked about it on the.
I never agreed. I never agreed to it, but we were spending too much time on it.
Maybe you were in the
brass.
minority.
This is what even is this? My wife said it's like, what? She was shocked. So my wife she does a lot of makeup and she knows a little bit more about color than I do. So I give her a thing and I tell her, what color is this? She's like, oh, it's this specific color. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's not what this is called. But I don't even know how you get brass out of this. I'll be honest. It's odd. It might be brass in a very specific condition, but it's not brass. It's a type of brass, maybe. And yeah, like Matt said, it looked different on screen because we only saw something like this. Oh, olive. Yeah. Yeah, this is olive. Yeah, I can see that. Olive.
Okay. Let me check. Where's the?
This one though, well, all right, I'm gonna praise you. This looks really nice. I love this green. I did the frog, this guy.
Actually, if we name it something that nobody knows, like peridot green,
Yep,
then it's
exactly.
fine. If we name it
Uh-huh.
something that that people know, then we have a problem. So we have to come up with some name that doesn't exist, basically. Then nobody's gonna complain.
Yeah, dirty brass, maybe.
I should have called it
Aged,
like Zimili,
aged brass.
Zimili green.
Sure.
Then nobody would have.
That's fine, because I don't expect anything with that. Like, right? No expectation means you can't get angry. Victorian brass.
Okay, this is what we have: brass, bronze, gold.
You're not sharing your screen if you're trying to.
Oh, sorry.
You just.
I was trying to.
Yeah. See. Oh. That's so much different. It's not even close. Oh man.
You guys are so hard. You guys are so hard. Just use the starting of the name. ISCC Munster must be a lot of option.
Actually,
I mean,
I forgot about that color, because it's one of those colors where I don't know. I'm not printing a metal out of this.
you guys,
I'm not printing brass. I'm printing like olives or something that's completely different.
do you guys remember, like, the Awesome Squad, if there is any here? Do you guys remember where the brass come from?
I have no idea.
The brass come from the first iteration of the peridot green. We were trying to do a very, very nice peridot green, and the first iteration was the brass. And we were not happy with it. And then we reiterate until we arrived at the peridot green.
Yeah, see, look at what's on screen now. That is exactly what I would want out of those colors. Maybe not brass. I don't know what. Brass does have different colors depending on what it looks. But yeah, like that's kind of, again, what you might expect. At least close to that. So what color is this? All right, we're gonna name this color too. Is this olive? I don't think it can be anything that's not olive. It's very olive. It's not really an army green, but it's I would say olive. I like that. But is there a different type of bronze you can call this to kind of keep the name somewhat right?
Oxidized.
Or brass. Is this brass? Yeah, this is supposed to be brass. Dusty olive. It's not olive. What is it then? And remember, this color is not the correct color. It's close, but this is not correct. The Canon camera is not going to be perfect. In fact, I think the overhead's more accurate in color. Brass hopper.
Okay. So we have two new colors. Whatever this color is, and peridot green in the silk. I don't think we have any new other one.
Sorry,
here.
chat.
The rest was already there. Okay. Next listing. What else do we have? 2.85. I think it's the same.
Ooh,
ABS. I
Perfect.
think we have some
Yeah,
new stuff. ABS.
They can't look at images yet, but when they can, oh, I'm gonna ask it the heck out of what color everything's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's a good point. But it should, right? Now it's.
Wait.
Oh, I don't think it was implemented or not.
What color is that?
Dark gray.
That's like purple. Is that what it looks like on the website?
No, that's on Amazon, but it's not it's not Medic's picture. We
Oh,
haven't
wow,
done
that is-
any Medic picture for anything that is not PLA yet.
Yeah, that's,
we don't-
that's weird.
It's already out, or Galaxy Tier. Okay, so we have this as a new. Can we see Galaxy or barely?
No, it's okay. So the Galaxy, in real life, you get the effect when you look at it under the light, and when it's kind of like moving. It looks really good. You have to take my word for this one. Remember, I know my colors. It does look really good. It's subtle, but it looks good. It looks different than just plain teal. But yeah, I can't really show off pictures of it because it's impossible.
I
Like
mean,
here.
that's the reason why I didn't want to release, because for light colors, the galaxy, you cannot really see the galaxy. But people really wanted this color for some reason. Isn't the current plan just PLA photos? No, it's all of them.
You can see it. It's there. Ignore my layers, but it's definitely a thing. Yeah, you can see it in like something like this.
Have you considered putting a new releases section on the Polymaker site? Not yet. I mean, we release so many stuff that I need to see how to do that. Michael V. I did consider it, but it's still on the idea stage, let's say.
But yeah, I've been using that. I've actually been printing off so this is what looked like it was a printer part.
Ooh, I like the autofocus.
Yeah, actually works.
Yeah, I mean, I can.
So when you do this is definitely less because it's very little surface area, which is kind of ironic, but that's the back side, but that's always going to be a little bit weird.
Yeah, I cannot even.
What do you think?
I cannot even tell this galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Barely.
So depending on which part it is, so again, in real life, it does look pretty good. It does. Like I can see the galaxy, especially on the sides. The side profile, really good. In real life, but hard to photograph.
Oh, the Sorcerer Red has glitters? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's the color we want. we want that color. As everyone's freaking out because like, oh my god, we need that color.
The Sorcerer Red, okay. Yes, look at our site. Okay. 3D printing solution Australia. Nightcore, are you going to make a guest appearance tomorrow during Loyal's anniversary stream, maybe with special limited time discount? I don't have plan for that. I have a busy Thursday, but I will try to at least jump in the chat to say hi. But it's amazing, already 1 year, and it's going to be a huge stream. I talked with Loyal, and there's a lot of huge thing coming for that stream. Oh, it looks, I forgot it was so big already.
I know, it's huge. But this is going to look good.
Looking forward to see if the Galaxy ABS is as good as the ABS when it comes to the Defracer.
I did some basic, like, how it feels test, and it definitely feels good. This is probably better than PLA, so you got that going for it.
This reseller website, so that's Matt, is so much better than our own website when it comes to pictures and presenting photos. But okay, so that's the Sorcerer Red, and it's a Galaxy Red. So
let's scroll down. There's a better picture. Scroll down on the webpage.
Oh, okay, there you go. So. Oh, okay. So it's the first Galaxy Tech. So it's the same as our PLA Galaxy and ABS Galaxy. I thought it would be the pearl powder, the same as our metallic. Oh, nice. But it's you can barely. Yeah, it's not easy to see. It's really not easy to see.
Did you say if it was possible to still make a Galaxy, like more Galaxy colors, like the Galaxy? There's too many lineups now, but like Galaxy Blue, whatever that technology is that still possible? Yeah.
Yeah, we can still make, but the problem is it's, there is a chance that it can clog the nozzle with that.
I don't care. It looks too good.
Oh, you took the one with the Jamfree tech. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
it's the PLA Pro.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the color we want. Like I would pay money to have that imported to the US because it's red.
Polylight PLA Plus Pro, is that a new product?
What really?
I think it's the it's for
Oh my god.
it's for the SEO.
Yeah.
Polylight PLA Pro.
I mean, it is a PLA plus. It certainly is. If you
Yeah.
consider PLA plus a subset of filament, it's either PLA or PLA plus.
Hmm.
This ain't no PLA.
The model is amazing, but you
I
see,
want that.
even with this close-up, it's very hard to see it's a galaxy.
Hmm. It's hard to see on non-flat. That's why I like it for stuff like the like this, right? This is the
Oh!
blue, but
Oh yeah, I remember.
wait, what? Wait, hold on. What?
That's just 50 gram sample. So yeah, I remember.
Did you actually try to manufacture that? The ice cream?
We tried, but
That doesn't
you know,
look bad. That's
you
pretty good.
yeah, but I mean, you know the discussion, right? So finally, it's I think it's just some rest, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Dude, I like that. Yeah, this is one of the products that we developed.
This is one of the kind of product that you would see if you were in the Awesome Squad, but you won't see anyway because it
Wait,
just stopped at the
What
Awesome
happens if you add mica powder to that?
One person wants it.
Wow.
Spool.
We totally get it.
Oh, you don't
I
have
want
any
that.
anymore? Okay, so it's gone.
Awesome.
Sorry, it's gone. Actually, Australia start to have more and more stuff that we don't have. Saucer Red, ice cream,
right.
Polyterra.
So what color is the zombie hedgehog spool going to be? Is it going to be a purple
Red.
teal? Purple teal like galaxy?
A galaxy
Ooh.
dark blue red. A galaxy dark blue dual.
Dark
with
blue
metallic
red?
Dark red.
Oh, a blue red. That would be nice. Yeah, like a blue red. Blue galaxy, of course. The proper galaxy. I don't care if it clogs your nozzle. Print better.
What are the warnings? Australia only, online only, strictly only one per customer.
Oh, wow.
Where are you going? Stay there.
Cake is not for human consumption. You can say that about the cake I made too. Not for human consumption. You missed it. I baked a cake and it was bad. It was a bad cake. This film would probably taste better. Oh well.
No refund or replacement available. Launching offered. If the cakes say sold out, we are incredibly sorry.
All right, guys.
200 applied boosted. 30, 20, okay.
Do you want
Nice.
a chance to win some of the new Galaxy? Not Galaxy, sorry. A metallic red. Who wants to win some metallic dark red? I think it's time.
Hey, Paisley's purple with a lot of galaxy glitter to clog your nozzle properly, so that you have to change it.
Yep. No, we want to cause failure so people buy more filament, right? That's the that's the end game.
The cake is a lie. The worst cake ever looked pretty though. So I don't think we have any Galaxy.
Yeah, Galaxy.
I think that's it. I don't think we have any new stuff.
Yeah, not that I can think of.
And then
2 hours later.
What's coming soon? I think. Let me quickly check. Because I guess you guys want to know the Galaxy, the rest of the Galaxy, right? So let me check. So the rest of the Galaxy for ABS, Galaxy Dark Gray, April 10th, April 17th, Galaxy Orange. Oh, you don't have any Galaxy Orange coming.
Like what?
Purple, April 17th. Teal,
purple.
Already in stock.
Wait. Oh, the
Galaxy Purple.
Galaxy. Yeah. What is it? This purple?
Wait, I can't see.
Like on my printer? Is it like the purple?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Oh,
Purple,
that's
purple,
nice.
purple.
I'm reprinting
And
a lot of
then
parts.
for the ASA, the Galaxy Blue, April 24th. Galaxy Green, April 24th. Galaxy Red, April 17th. So basically, in 2 weeks, you will receive everything except Galaxy Orange ABS for some reason that is not even on the way.
So, to answer my question, are you sending me Kellers, or am I just going to order it when it comes in at this point?
I am, but I'm just afraid that you will. I mean, not afraid, but you may receive the Galaxy on the website before you will even receive the one I will send out.
Mm.
So
I mean, I'll get both. That's what I did for the Galaxy. I just bought it because I knew I was going to like it.
yeah, so you may end up
But
with.
I can't do that with every single filament.
If shipping wouldn't be stupid, I would be happy to help middleman some to you. Which one? Oh, for Canada.
Crimson.
Okay. Oh, wait. For Canada, I can also check because Canada now we have a weekly shipment. So
Okay. I think they're
ABS.
talking about the Crimson. Oh, okay.
Uh, Galaxy in Canada, Dark Ray, May 8th. Orange. Oh, you do have orange coming for Canada. I don't know why it's not coming for the US.
It's working.
May 31st. Galaxy Purple, May 8th. Galaxy Teal, April 26th. So yeah, I mean Canada slowly but surely. I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, there is more and more stuff available in Canada. I think around summer we will have the 400 the 400 SKU available. Cool.
Awesome. Giveaway time.
Oh, shall we do? Is my giveaway still up?
Are you guys awesome?
I guess awesome. Giveaway, yeah. Oh, but maybe it didn't work as well. Let me try. 56 entries, 63 viewers. So I think we still have a few of you. Okay, there you go. So yeah, it's working. Awesome squad meeting tomorrow. Yes. Yeah. We canceled last time because Tongyue didn't have major updates and I was not there. So that's why we canceled last week. QJ mentioned she may join because she's fed up of you coming with all of these new products. So she's now joining to check the new products. Maybe that's why. Okay, thank you for being
useful for me. I just forget what the colors are, and then I remember like, oh yeah, we talked about that like 10 months ago. But then we talk about too many colors because like I don't know which ones are actually being released.
Yeah, I mean 100. I think we went up to
crazy.
136 now for 2023. So that's like like I said, almost one every 2 to 3 days. She hasn't known almost most of them when I ask. Yeah, we are going fast. The North America is going fast. Some of our customers are paying the freight from US Amazon warehouse to Australia. Oh, really? So pressure for us to try to bring new things. Yeah, I mean, if they are willing to buy for the shipping to US, then they will definitely buying if it's already local. Okay, thank you for being awesome, Stone Monkey. Thank you for being awesome, Well Zombie, Little John. Okay, so
awesome.
64 viewers, 62 entries. So there is only 2 people that have not entered. So I think we should be good. And let's throw in. Oh, do you still have the emotes? Is that still working?
Of course. Yeah.
Cool.
They're great emotes.
How many of you have the yeah, this one? Yeah, that's my favorite. If Zombie wins, it gets renamed to Christmas Red. Well, I already renamed it to Dark Red, right? So do we want to
Dark Red's fine. That's Crimson's also a very specific color. It's not quite crimson.
Okay, we're gonna draw in 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. Teza.
All right, come on, I need some more Galaxy Dark Blue.
Let's see who is going to win one of our new spool that I presented today.
Pete?
Pete Savas.
Pete? Nice.
Pete. Are you still there, Pete? Pete Savas from Twitch. Yeah, congratulations, Pete Savas. And I need to catch up a few giveaways. So how many streams did I miss? One Print Buster.
That's okay. I made up for it.
The review and another Print Buster. So we still need to catch up on three giveaways. So Pete Savas, congratulations. Bank Contact. Yeah. Buildersmark, you're so quick. You're so quick. Thank you. And let's draw another one. And the other one is going to be. It's going to be. I feel like it's going to be somewhere around.
Sideline.
You. I still here. Sideline. Another win for your collection. Sideline. He must be maybe listening a little bit, working on his. I think he's working on his new prototypes, but listening at the same time. So he needs time to get to the computer.
Sideline review. Where are you?
Sideline. There you go. He's here. Congratulations, Sideline review. Bank Contact as always. And so that's one. So two left. Another one. This is Sideline. This is Sideline reporting. And another winner is Darren.
Hey, YouTube.
Darren from YouTube.
You're just here, so
I think he is. He was very active.
Yeah,
in the chat.
love the Robin's Egg Galaxy Blue.
Darren. YouTube.
Marvel.
Sparks, don't use this one. Spark, you need to use the other one. This is a nice, but the other one is better. I don't know if you have it, Sparks. The other.
Yeah, you'll be subbed.
Yeah, that one. Oh, this one is so cool.
It is. I just use this now. It's good.
Okay. Unfortunately, it seems that Darren is not here.
Yeah, they're here. They're here.
He's here. Okay. Oh, here. Yeah, he is. Sorry, Darren. I didn't.
Let me copy pasta this.
How do I could?
There you
yeah.
go. I can show it. There you go. Thank you, Buildersmark.
There you go. Okay. And the last one is maybe another YouTube, so that we have two Twitch, two YouTube. I think there is a delay with the stream tonight. It is possible. Lamy for life. Congratulations. Are you still here? Me. Let's see.
Yay!
Very reactive. Congratulations to everyone. Our 4 winners. You know how to contact. Just bank contact.
Is that how? I don't think that's how you pronounce the name, though.
Sorry.
Oh, I had this crew of people that watch me that I cannot pronounce their name or remember. They like, oh, just call me this. I'm like, okay, and then I forget what their name's supposed to be called, and this is one of them.
Well, Lamy for life, right? Lamy for life. I guess something like this.
It's not.
Oh,
I think it's different.
Okay. Sorry, Sebastian. You didn't win this time. Sebastian is winning everything on every stream. Not this time, Sebastian. Okay, thanks again. Thanks again, everyone. We actually didn't really anything.
Is it like Lamy? Is it Lamy?
Close enough. Better than Amy, though. Okay. Well, I don't know. I just read. I mean,
Lamy. Lamy.
Oh, Lamy for life. Okay.
Lamy. Is it Lamy or Lamy? Oh, jeez.
Thank you, Matt.
Lamy.
Elsewhere, because it's funny. It's kind of polemical related. Okay, Sebastian. I will check. Yeah. So that's why I will stop the stream now, because I need to go back to the tickets.
Oh yeah.
And
we have a meeting, don't we?
Yeah.
I'm late to my own meeting.
And I have a call with the moderator, which actually I want you to.
So real quick, I will be on the Next Layers podcast on Thursday. and I'll be talking about
Oh, cool.
Polymaker. So if you
Awesome.
want to check that out, that'll be fun. I use this for my thumbnail picture. So I'm holding a Polymaker spool of the Galaxy Dark Blue.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah, of course, right. So that'll be a lot of fun.
It's Krusty. Oh, Krusty is not there anymore.
He raided into Maker Deck. We have.
Went to Make a Deck? Okay, let's go to Make a Deck then.
Yeah.
Let's go to Make a Deck. Oh, there's no more program today.
Yeah, we got to get more people. Get more people printing with it.
Yeah. Oh,
did you ever update Liz on the international, how that works? And I need to know that too. Is that going to be in this meeting, how that works? Because she needs to be able to send stuff to international people, but you can't order that manually.
No, I mean, I can answer any question during this, but okay. It's about just one point, which will be very quick.
Okay. Just send her a message after.
Okay. About what? Yeah. Anyway, I will check with her then.
Yeah.
ASA glossy color, please. If you have any ideas about new product, make sure to go on our Discord.
Mica powder. Yep.
Drop all of these
Mica,
ideas.
Galaxy, Rainbow, glow in the dark.
Duo,
not glow in the dark.
Temperature changing.
Oh, temperature changing. Yep.
At least YouTube audio is in sync with video. Better than Twitch. Well, you can decide. I mean, I will always be on both platforms. I will finally not go to affiliate or anything because Zombie is taking care of the emotes.
Up to Zombie and said, "Woo."
So go subscribe there and then come back with the emotes.
There you go. I like that.
Okay, great. So we're gonna go to Make a Deck, and there is on Make a Deck. There is
Make a Deck. Woo.
There is
Get
someone.
Merch. Fix him, dude. Get some merch. It's good stuff. He made these.
There is a printer with a very interesting build plate.
Oh, is the XL on here? I didn't even check.
I think it's the Bamboo, but you guys go and check. There is a build plate with like some kind of pattern on it.
Oh, is it a carbon fiber one?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah. Those are cool.
You guys will have to check. So
awesome.
5 seconds left. So thank you everyone. Thank you Zombie, and then I will see you in the next one.
Cheers. Bye.
Actually, I don't know. Is it